All right, chat, let's get it. All right, for some reason, my TikTok's not working, so we're only on YouTube for this stream, which is fine, I guess. I don't really... Kind of tough to manage to chat sometimes, but we are here. Week 6 of the Esports Tryouts / competitive grind, whatever you want to call it, honestly. Let's see, do we have everybody in? We were supposed to get this other guy in, but I don't really know. Let's see. Everybody using a legal build, playmaker. Okay. We're good there. I mean, supposed to be here at 7, so we're here. All right, let's get it. We're gonna go right into games. Not gonna spend too much time trying to set things up. I know the last few times we tried doing this, we had issues trying to find guys to fill, right? So if we have the number of guys to set up a scrim, we will. So now I don't need to keep repeating myself since I'm not on TikTok. If you're on YouTube, first thing down below, I can still do that, obviously, is the Discord server. You go in, you want to join in, you can basically join any of the position group waiting rooms, voice chats. So if you want to go in and play right wing, you select the right wing waiting room, and you know, so on and so forth with any type of position that you want to play. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Kind of a little bit angry, you know, because playing caps this week, and you know, had a little bit of problems, you know, trying to find ways to win. So kind of came off of 2 series losses back to back. I'm kind of angry a little bit, you know. So we're gonna need to have you know, a really good session here, so I can kind of get those losses kind of in the back of my head and you know, forgotten. So, but welcome in. What's up, Crowing Viper? Yeah, I'm not sure, Viper, how long I'm going. It kind of just depends on how many guys we have in. I mean, we've been kind of going for about 4 hours each time we do this. So if you're on somewhere between now and then, you should be able to rotate in, you know, within that time. What's up, Bizarre? How we doing? All right. So we're gonna do the same thing. Ooh, LG team. Ooh, LG team. See, this is like CHL, right? It's funny, like CHL teams you can typically find. I believe this is CHL, right? Yeah, a CHL team. All right, let's see how we do. Were you just playing with them? Is that what was happening, and then you went to go play with me? Some guys do that. They're like, you know, I like see them on prior. They're like playing with a group of guys. And I'm like, oh no, I had a dip. Servers you playing on? Well, usually it's like East servers. My server is Central. That's like my best server. They traded me this morning. Damn, that sucks. So now it's like a basically you can kind of get your revenge. So let's get it. Show them who's boss. Show them why you shouldn't have been traded. Of course, wait, hang on. It's got to take a little bit. EA Sports got to load all the schematics of the game, right? It's gonna take a little bit. In about 5 seconds, it's gonna go. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and damn, thought it was on it. Hang on a second. Couple more seconds. I think it should go eventually. I'm gonna smash the A button. Maybe that works. Nope. Let's see here. This is kind of funny. This actually brings him back a little bit. The guys that play pubs as like their main grind, right? Guys that like get to elite. What will happen is, you know, if they're like playing against another team, like let's say it's club finals and they're trying to get that #1 spot, you can't leave the match because I believe you lose the game. If you're at there was a couple guys that I play with from time to time. They said that they were in a standoff for a day and a half with the same team. Like they were at this frozen screen. Whoever they left their Xbox on, their PlayStation on, whatever, and they went throughout their day, whatever. Whoever backed out first got the loss. Whoever didn't, obviously, won the game. The guy did it. Like they had that much dedication for one loss that they would not do it. So I'm gonna reset because I don't have that much passion like they do. So it's fucking crazy. Like what the hell? I'm like, there's no way you care that much about your rank, about a record. But some guys do. That was like back in 22, 23, I believe. When the guy first told me about it. Just for anybody who's wondering, it was the guys that I play with on optional. You know, they have a whole different way of looking at the game. Different from how it is now, but I do believe the pub grind back then was a little bit more important to get to some guys. Now I think it's just kind of like a thing of the past. I don't really think it's like the more competitive you are, the less you care about pubs. Now it's kind of just, you know, whatever. You just kind of get the scrims, the drafts, all that kind of stuff. Like nobody really cares about pubs anymore. At least the high level guys don't really look for it. But no, it's kind of funny. Boys need to go outside and touch some grass. Yeah, especially when it's against comp. Yeah, it is always weird. Yeah, like you'll get those weird types of standoffs against you know, guys. Yeah, it would be like a high level match, and it's like I don't know, somebody was trying to like DDoS you, or it's like weird. I got an idea. Should I look for a scrim in LG server? You don't know. You don't have to do that, honestly. I'm not really looking for scrims. Because, depending on where you look, I guess. If it's like a CHL team, fine. NCAA team, fine. I'm not really trying to scrim any team that's higher than that, to be honest. Because, like, if we match up against an NHL level team, I think you kind of should know what the score is going to be. Not saying the guys we have here are not talented, but I think it's just we need a little bit better of, I think, chemistry to, you know, before we actually get there. I mean, if it's CHL, sure, I guess, because we were literally about to face a CHL team. So if there's another CHL team that wants to scrim, fine. But yeah, I'm not really trying to look for that too much. Game is so broken. It's always something. Yeah. I mean, again, ideally, right? Once we start to, you know, as we kind of progress throughout the year, we kind of look at some of the guys that have been, you know, dedicated to the grind, things like that, and we start moving guys on, right? Eventually, we will look for scrims against some, you know, CHL teams and some tougher opponents, because that will be a more telling sign of the type of talent we have. And then you know, you can you kind of go, you know, you kind of really look and see what type of team you have. I think honestly you can make the adjustments there, and then it'd be more of like a strict type of look in terms of the you know, the guys that we have and what type of feedback we need to kind of give each other, honestly. And honestly, if you guys have anything for me as well, I mean, I'm not like the hierarchy of this. I am when it comes to selecting the guys and stuff, right? But beyond that, it's not like, you know, I'm the guy that makes the final decision at every single play, right? I think if there's a consensus on a certain play that's happening that you guys think maybe I'm not getting right, whatever, you guys can definitely let me know, right? The whole idea of this is for that us to. I was about to say, if it would like almost froze again. What the hell? But yeah, if you guys have any like ideas, right, or things that you see, right, from a chat perspective, you guys are watching this, or if you're playing, right, you guys can, you know, say it as well. We have a couple diamond players, plat. Let's see what we do here. But yeah, I mean, if you want to look for scrims in terms of the CHO level, I would say no higher than the CHO is what I'm basically trying to limit us, at least for right now. But yeah, we'll take a look and see what we got, right? So we don't want to forecheck too much right now. I'm looking for guys that are, that can play the trap well, transition well, look for passes, rotate appropriately. So somebody's got to be down low, right? We want to move there. Blue's able to at least hold the puck enough there, which is fine. Backdoor feed, maybe. The guys that we're playing against, at least right now, haven't really shown much in terms of trying to pressure. Nice little LT pivot on that guy, honestly. It's a little bit of a bait. A little bit of, poke check discipline that's needed. It's all right, though. It's a warm-up game. I'm not really cared too much about the performance right now. But as we progress, we want to try to look a little bit more sharper on certain things. So here I want us to play, since we got Teal out in the box, somebody's got to obviously play left wing. Who is I think it's Green there. We'll have Blue pressure to the point. I want Blue to pressure the point. I want Green to play basically one-on-one with on basically the winger. Or on basically the left side. And then Red can play middle. We kind of play like that. That should be icing, and it will be. So like, when I was looking at the PK, or actually in all forms when it comes to like the centerman position, the center really doesn't change what they do. Like when you're playing the center role, you don't change at all in terms of it's 5-on-5, you're playing PK, you're on power play. You play it the exact same way. You play middle lane, you play to the slot. It's the exact same game, right? Everybody else kind of slightly adjusts what they have to do. The centerman plays literally the exact same way, even if it's a forecheck, right? If the centerman's playing the centerman position, even on the forecheck, you'll have the wingers press, and the centerman's going to basically play, to the like the center, or basically cover the middle lane. So kind of what we're looking at here. Blue's open right side. You can see these guys are pushing last second, so I can hold it for a couple seconds as I'm moving up towards the neutral zone. And then once I see an open lane, once somebody pushes, right, somebody should be open to either the left or right, depending on what's open. Depending on who pushes, right? If it's a winger on that side, I could probably hit that player. So those got lead edges on. He actually almost touched it, but he wouldn't have been able to do much with it anyway. I have 0 hockey IQ. I'm just the bird in the cage. Wow. Yeah, no, it's all good with the penalty. I didn't really care too much about it. Just saying you got to play against cop teams to find the guys that are good together. Well, sure, right? But I think it kind of goes both ways. Like, you can find the talent here as well, right? I think if somebody is at an esports caliber level, they should magically stand out. Doesn't matter who you're playing with. It should be clear as day who are the esports guys and who are not, or at least the caliber esports players. I think Blue actually had a chance for a breakaway there. See if I can maybe push, pull away. Nice back check. Nice cover there from Red. They still got it though. Off the side of the goal. Can I get the puck? Wrap around. Quick up. Nice. See what you guys can do. Green controlling to the middle. Where's the penalty on that? Blue's got it. One thing I will say though, in terms of Blue, right? If for wingers, right? I want you guys on your 1T, like, handedness, basically. So if you can't play as a left-handed player, Blue, I want you then to only play left wing. I don't want you to just play and fill a spot. Damn, I got pulled. Well, I couldn't really do much there. I had to kind of cover the guy in the middle. They got to the right. So I covered a deeper threat, although I could break on that play. I was already kind of, tangled up with the guy down low right in front of the crease. I think we couldn't get the puck out there, right? I wasn't really looking at what led to that. Kind of a breakdown in coverage, transition play that they had, and then they were able to tally off it. Just got to the perimeter. Can we get that puck? I'm going to go up temporarily. Find it to the left side. Shot. Nothing wrong there. Went wrong hand. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's good if you can play both, to be honest. If you're a guy that can actually switch sides, I have no problems with that. Here, I would give a call out, typically, right? Because they were trapping. I would either say left or right. Quick back down low. See what opens up. Back to the point. Looking for a shot. Tip there. Rebound. We just follow these guys. He's got lead edges. Nice find there. Nice defense there. Push there in the corner. Nice, able to get it quick up. They're caught. We want to fill the lanes. We don't want you guys to bunch up together, right? You guys are filling lanes. Two guys should be basically on the boards, left and right side. And then the centermen should be filling. Damn. Centermen should be filling. I got to stay actually lower there, to be honest. Somebody then obviously should be filling the middle lane. So blue's got to stay to the right side. Blue's got to stay to the right side. You see him cutting to the middle. I want you to play more to the right side, blue. Especially if I get the puck, right? If I'm on the right side and you're to the middle, you have both red and blue to the same lane. And if I can't find a pass to either one of you guys, you know, it's going to be tough for me to actually move the puck up effectively unless I force it to somebody. Or I'll have to carry it. One thing I'm looking at is how you guys are placing yourselves, where you guys are skating. Right? That's like number one thing. So it's not even really about, you know, scoring goals, things like that. It's just kind of being in the right areas at the right time. Having that awareness of the position you're playing. Pastor Green gives me a mouthful of sauce. Honestly, that happens to me a lot too. Are you trying to icon it to him and that's what's happening? What I will say is I think somebody told me that if you're trying to icon sauce it to him, try to LT like backskate a little bit, like right before you pass. Try to like pivot, like backskate a little bit, like fade away and then throw the pass. Because if you're moving forward trying to icon, it will give that weird muffin type pass. It's happened to me a few times and somebody told me. And I'm like, oh damn. I mean, usually if like the pass is long enough, it'll work. But sometimes if you're like right on somebody or like you're kind of like midway, you're not like too far away from the guy and you try to like icon it to him, it'll just come off as a muffin. Let's see what they do here. See, they're playing trap. But here I would probably say either left or right. Then I would give a call out. So, you know, red went left. I was able to read that, make an easy pass to him. It's kind of like simple call outs, right? You either just say right or left. The center would go that way. Would I expect then as well, right? Obviously, we're not talking, right? So I'm not going to be able to give those call outs and things like that. But, you know, we don't really have to look to find that way. If I were to call left to red, then I would expect blue to cut in. Same, you know, vice versa if I said red to cut right. We're not really like saying red cut right. If I just say right, then that's basically everybody cuts right. So that I expect green then to cut in and then red to cut right. You know, blue to maybe stay boards or maybe cut in and out to kind of shake his guy off. It's still a read, right? It's not like I'm forcing it to that specific player. I could say, hey, blue cut in, and I could make a pass over to red or green, right? It's just kind of giving a direction to the forward so that they can skate together and then cut the same direction so you don't have two guys cutting in the same area. Shot on, we're fine with that. Work it back down low. I can't miss that hit, but I missed it anyway. You got the guy in the middle here, a shot. I could try to stick tie him. Oh, pushing, they're pushing. There it is. So there they were trying to like cut off That's fucking ass by me. Quick up. Blue's got it right side. Yeah, I like the switch. You had green to the middle, then red, you know, went to the left side, which is nice. Just kind of see the rotation. We do need a better trap, just in terms of holding the lanes. Oh, he's gonna send that to him. I knew he was gonna send that. It bounced. Couldn't get the fucking pass right. Yeah, I probably could have shot that. I was looking for, you know, like a backdoor feed or something, but I do gotta take the... That is one thing that I don't do enough, is just shoot the puck on. It's honestly because my freaking shot's a muffin, as it is. Young blood. Young blood. Who's all over the place. Yeah, it's mainly just we want you guys to kind of stay in your like areas, right? So you know, we want blue to naturally be to the right, so I can make a pass over to him like that. Nice move. Good try there. Looking to down low. Nice. See what opens up. Back to the point. I got to move it. I got the left side, so switch there. Teal should be covering. Oh my god, LT pivot to the inside. Ooh, I was gonna hit that guy. I jump up. Nope. Going right back. Jumping right back. Here we can reset it. We'll try to quickly send it up, which worked. It's honestly bad on them for not being able to really hold us. Cut in, shot. Nothing wrong there. See, that's also why we want a left-handed stick there, because he'll have a better angle for the shots. Like there, if he cuts in, he has to shoot on his backhand, or he has to shoot forehand off like a tighter angle. It's like it really doesn't work that much. And I can't feed a goal line 1T over to blue. I can't really feed any type of 1T over to blue on that right side. So it kind of limits the I think the potential of the offense. Now, there is obviously a conversation in terms of, like, defensemen being on the 1T side. To me, like, I allow guys to be on their offhand at the point. Like, if we wanted a right-handed player on the right side playing right D. Nice pass. Like, I'm fine with that. At least for now. There are, like, some D-to-D looks that could be effective. But, honestly, this year doesn't seem like much for shooting at the point. Kind of just getting those greasers on, so 1Ts, you know, really isn't a needed sense, right? If it was like last year, it'd almost be like, yeah, you kind of should run 1T and be on your 1T side, because the amount of goals I scored last year with it was kind of insane. Nah, I can't fucking step there. I mean, it was kind of a nothing type play. I go in and step and I miss. If I literally just turned and skated, I get the puck. Like, kind of one of those things where it's like, when do you press as a defenseman and when do you just kind of hold back and play over the top? I think either side, like if I go for that hit, it's got to be a guarantee that I can get that hit off, which I feel like I should have been able to. But, you know, I think it's very easy to miss in this game. So this would be where I would give another call out if I want to go right or left. Kind of switch it up that way. And then there's other call outs where I could say blue cut in. I'm going to skate it wide. So I would have blue cut in, fake like he's obviously going to cut to the middle, and then I take it along the boards to the outside. Or I could tell red to cut right, and I'm going to skate left. So I'll like find the lane to the left side of red as he cuts one way to try to open up the lane. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's a tough pass. We don't really want to force it to the point if it's not there, I guess. Right, it's a warm-up game. We just want to, if we're able to control it down low, we want to. We send it to the point when we want to make sure that that pass is guaranteed to work. Like that. This is also why you see a lot of forwards choose not to pass to the point, even when it's wide open. I think when it's wide open, it should be made, but when it's not, then obviously, like, if there's any risk of that being turned over, I mean, it's probably would have been better to just pass it back to Teal, maybe. Let him control it, let Red to kind of work his way back to the middle, then, you know, see what opens up that way. But a pass to, like, the opposite defenseman, I don't know. I mean, that guy was kind of lining it up. That guy's not too bad, honestly, on the other side. Oh, yeah. And then if it's, yeah, I mean, if you were trying to go to Teal, then yeah, that's fine. Because, like, yeah, I mean, the amount of times the pass doesn't go to the intended target is insane. Doesn't matter which hand you shoot, to be honest. It seems to end up on the backhand shot. Always seems to end up on a backhand shot. Well, it depends on how you pull it. I think, honestly. If someone knew how to cut, it'd help. Well, for you, Blue, I think it's better if you're the guy that actually initiates the cut. Can't really do much on the right side with the handedness that you have. So you kind of almost have to cut to the middle. Maybe have Red go to the opposite side of you. Oh, wow. That was a backhand pass? I, like, pulled it to the forehand, I thought. Yeah, let's see this guy trying to shake off me. The problems that I have been having recently defensively has come from being able to stay with players. And it's sometimes like I'm moving too much with them, and then they'll cut another way. Oh, look at that guy. The guy got 2,000, over 2,000 goals. Everybody else is in the 500s at the most. This guy's over 2K. Yeah, see, even that, like, I should have just stayed over the top on the next player. Ooh, damn. And then I can't freaking body check. I'm gonna fill lane here because Red's down, so I'm gonna basically cut here. Now I'm gonna cut to the middle. Just gonna get that there shot. Keep on it. Now we want to back check as much as we can. Let the two guys stay over the top. Off the post somehow. It's alright. It's kind of just like the transitions. Tough to kind of get that third player back in those situations where it bounces right to their player. It's alright though. Whoa. that looked like it like hurt our goaltender. Like he went down like he's, I don't know, had a groin injury or something. Here I'm going to stay high. Blue can cut back door. There's somebody down low. There's Blue. Bounces off him somehow. All right, this game sucks. Here we just rotate it back. They're already kind of set. Yep, Raber are in. I'm going to basically play high. They're going to throw it out. Guy's going to apply pressure. Although, could be game misconduct. See what they got here. Cut to the middle. That's like a hit or miss. I don't even know. I mean, best not to maybe go and charge at him. 1T? You don't really see that, man. You really don't from the point. Like for me here in this situation, I could care less about those point shots. If we're around the PK, you can't really expect whoever's playing high to be able to stop the 1T. That's like a shot I'm willing to give up. Like I'm actually saying, if you want to shoot from the point like that, go for it. Like, we really don't care about one-timers. The fact that it goes in, I don't really know what to really say about it. It's just, don't expect to see one time, like 1T as a preferred trait that guys have. See if we can get it. All right. Quick take there. I mean, we're going to have wingers try to leak early a little bit. We're going to be able to get into this game. It's kind of like if you guys can support and then immediately dart up on any chances that we get. That's kind of what we were looking for you guys to do. See. Yeah, they kind of had two guys covering back post. For me, it's like almost an immediate look that I always look for that stuff, but I got to be a little bit more disciplined in terms of not forcing those passes, I feel like. Couldn't get a stick on that. There we go. Looking for some crouch the net type play. Damn. All right. If we touch it, we get full pressure. Bro, cherry picking and get rewarded. I mean, we are going to need that a little bit. I'm not saying like, see now, yeah, they're actually smart for using that. So now, yeah, the full pressure is basically gone. I think at the point there, like I'm looking across, don't think that one timer was wide open necessarily. Yeah, it was, but I mean that guy would have probably gone. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like a play where if like I make this pass maybe sooner to red, and then he flings it over to blue on the far side. I actually tried to hit red there, to be honest. That's where like I almost need to icon it. Push there if we can. Watch the shot. There it is. Quick transition back up. We need it. I'm going to take it to the outside. Force a back door. Nope. Not there initially. One timer's not there. Work it back down low. Now I'm going to try cutting. Quick back up. Shot. Ooh, I almost thought it hit it. Ooh, wow. I thought it was able to find that right side. I didn't. Elvis on his glove. Tuukka Rask. He would have flashed that glove. So that's what he did. He goes and retires, and he becomes a ESHL goaltender. The second boarding, we really don't want that. I mean, it's like one boarding for each. Yeah, there's not much we can do there. I mean, it's a warm-up game. I'm not really caring too much about it. So to be honest, I don't really like blue quitting, so I am not going to have him come back in if we have somebody else that can. Like for me, I mean, I know for a fact he didn't just lag out, you know. If he tries joining back, he probably won't. I'm going to get somebody else in if they're able to. I mean, quitting, that's like a no tolerance thing for me. I'm not going to lie to you. I could care less how much time is left and what the score is. If we're quitting, then you're not going to come back. That's like a one and done type thing for me. Yep. All right. Yeah, we can get Ethan in here and continue on. So yeah, if you guys are waiting, anybody who was waiting to get in, yep, just join Just join the waiting room voice chats. So it tells me that you're trying to get in. We'll rotate guys in after this next game. And yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't think we have enough guys to scrim. There's a lot of guys that were signed to play like defensemen, but yeah, can't really get everybody in. I mean, if we have guys in the waiting room, like if each position has at least one guy in the waiting room, then we can set up a scrim. But I'm not gonna do it when, you know, I'm not gonna like look and try to go out of my way and take time to like look for it. Gotta, you know, if you guys are trying to get in, just join the voice chats of the position you're trying to rotate in for, and then we'll see. Right winger was low-key tripping from the jump. I was right wing, awesome to play. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, GG's. Yeah, I mean, in terms of position awareness, there was a lot of times Blue wasn't really hanging to the right when that lane was there to fill. You know, like, so, I mean, he was kind of wild. He's a right-handed player. I think he's more of a left winger to me. Unless he accidentally, yeah, sure. I mean, maybe he did accidentally have a right-handed player, but I mean, he still has to stay to the right side. I mean, you can compromise and say, you know, when the play starts, have him maybe fill center lane and have the centermen, you know, rotate over, since, you know, he was, you know, we had Red was a left-handed player, but no, we're not going to do that. I mean, naturally, we just wouldn't have that. But again, like at the point, I can, you know, say, you know, we can maybe see how it would look if we had our guys on the offhand, right? We had like both guys were a left-handed player or something, you know. I mean, because to be honest, right, when I was initially putting a team together 2 years ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, I think, I was kind of contemplating playing lefty because we already had a right D and we were both left-handed players. So, you know, that was kind of we were kind of seeing how that looked. But to be honest, right, like, you know, it would only be for this team, right? Like if I were to go and play defense for another group, right, I would naturally, you know, if I'm a left-handed player, they would naturally be looking for me to play right D instead of left D. And if I have all these reps and I'm playing left D, you know, and then I go and switch teams and may not feel as comfortable playing right D. So, like in LG, I don't think you'll ever see like, two guys with the same handedness at the point. I don't think you will. I mean, you may see it CHL, NCAA, whatever. Everybody has their own way of playing. I feel like down, you know, in those tiers. But once you get up to higher tiers, like, you know, everybody's kind of trying to use the comp builds. And everybody is, you know, they have their 1T side ready. You know, like they're at their right, you know, they have their 1T side. They're playing at their right, they're at their 1T side, I mean. But, yeah. All right. Let's see how we go here. But yeah, not too bad. I mean, again, it's first game on, so don't really expect it. I mean, quicker transitions we can look at. We can see how people from an individual standpoint are playing, but it is kind of, it's tough, honestly. Like, one of the problems that I have, like, I'm trying to get into this groove where I can, like, analyze accurately what's happening, like, while we're playing, like, live, you know? I mean, if I take a look at the game afterwards, I can easily point out things, right? I mean, I just released a video this week about one of the games we had last session, right? And there was a lot of things like you know, that you can kind of look at and break down. Stuff that I wasn't necessarily seeing while I was playing. So that's also why, like, you know, chat, if you guys are seeing something, you guys obviously let me know. You know, and just kind of say it, and, you know, we could see if that's something that we're all kind of noticing and, you know, seeing what we could do differently. But, yeah, that's one of the things that I don't know, for me, you know, so like if we do a scrim, I'm like expected to look and analyze, you know, 12 guys on the field, or 12 guys on the ice, or well, I guess 10 guys on the ice, right? So it's not very easy to do that. Be like, oh yeah, the right winger was out playing us. Or, you know, it's just like one of those things. Oh yeah, I got the spark plug. 5 takeaways and 4 hits last game. Unstoppable. I think they won the trait, you know, grudge match advantage. If I'm going to be honest with you, unstoppable is kind of crazy. I mean, spark plug's also banned in LG, but I don't think it's that great, you know. I think they kind of went overboard with banning certain traits. But over to Teal. See there, the guy kind of forced me over to one side, so spark plug, back check, quick up. I'm filling that lane. Nice. LT, nice. See, that's like the individual talent level with the puck, right? Being able to pull the puck like that. That's not an easy move to you know. I think it's kind of easy to master, I guess, if you practice it a lot. I do think everybody should be, like, if you're going to play offense, you should have a good grasp of the LT pivots in the game. So the LT, you know, half turns, the full turns, right, where you're practically back skating. Like, those are things that you should naturally be able to do at this level. Like, if you are expected to play, you know, competitively, it's kind of like what we're looking at. Just try to quickly send this puck up. You're on the power play. One guy was foretracking, so open up a lot of lanes. So, you know, kind of being able to, you know, demonstrate some of that. Kind of what we're looking for. Quick up. Green to the left side. Cuts into the middle shot. Nothing wrong there. There's the pass. They're basically giving us the middle. Nice. Ooh, good try. Back door. And I hit the goaltender. Crazy. Right as that puck was going in. Right as that puck was going in. I mean, that's not even goalie interference. I didn't stop him from making the save. He had zero chance of making that save. The guy puts the puck in his own net. And because I hit him as that puck was going through, it's no goal. Good try. So yeah, like, so that's a good feed there, right? I mean, get a guy to the high slot, one guy back post. That's typically where we want you guys to be. And we kind of just want to see how you guys can rotate. If I can push him. Work it back to the point. Nice cut off there. I'm going to join the rush here. Didn't really have to. Did I go offside there? No way, right? I didn't even think I was that fast. I honestly didn't need to fill the lane there anyway. Oh crap, I got stumbled on by blue. Pushing down low. Find there. Oh, grab it, game. All right, there we go. It's a nice little give and go, I guess. Blue, nice. Shot on. Where am I at? Here, we're here. Here we just want to trap defense. Stop them. That. Yep, there you go. I mean, to be honest, right, most of these teams that we play against, I don't think they'll have the, you know, the speed to get into the zone unless they're trying to quickly transition. If we have a 5-man trap, most pub teams, if not all, will have a very difficult time beating a well put together trap. Why is it playing on us? Interference. Is he looking for? You literally can't even see it. Oh, he was looking for the shot. Only thing I could say there is, I mean, you're not really gonna LE if you're going towards the net. If you ever, if you're like back skating, well, actually, hell, I don't even know. If you're trying to look for like a rebound, like a backdoor tap, try to like hold the left trigger, I guess. I heard that doesn't, oh, he's got that warrior on. Yeah, we're fine with those 1T shots. Yep. if you hold the LT while trying to go for like a rebound or like a backdoor tap, or you know, you won't shove your arms if the puck doesn't go to you. Wow, what a send. What a send. I was kind of holding the middle like a little bit, but then I was going to push. I feel like we had the coverage there to go. It kind of just goes through us. You're right, though. That's a crazy send. There we go. Wow. Good flying poach. That guy went all the way to the, almost to like the hash marks. He went outside the crease to flying poke that. Honestly, doing like a stride deke. It's like, if it's against an AI 10, he's almost like a guaranteed. Yep, see there, I could just play over the top. I tried to icon it, to be honest. Open left side. Good spin, shot. Teal now engaged. We're going to down low. Maybe some kind of cut play. Goal line feed if we can. I'm going to work myself back down low. Nope. I tried to actually pass it right to him. Hey, penalty. There we go. Power play. Interference back at you. Get around. Yep, back up. They should be caught. One guy now back. There it is. Yep. I mean, yeah, that's horrible PK on them to send 3 guys. They were trying to be a little bit too damn aggressive. Quite a bit aggressive to leave one guy back. I mean, holy crap. So if we couldn't capitalize on anything there, we couldn't even get a shot or a high percentage look, then that would have been a problem. But yeah, we were able to get that one there. You hear trap defense. Like, they should not be able to enter in. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It should be easy to stop them. Because you see, they're not like... Let's see if I can send that to them. Ooh, I was trying. I tried to cut off the lane. Might work down low for him. Nice. Quick up, if we can. Yep, now we're in. Oh my god, the goalie's all over the place. There it is. Nice. Jesus Christ. All right, there we go. Not too bad. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this other team. Like, they're wild as hell. Like, considering how wild they are, and they don't seem like they have decent formations in terms of what they're doing. Like, we should be able to put up a lot of goals, like a lot of odd man rushes against them. Naturally, like if we transition very quickly, they don't have a very good forecheck system, right? They're sending like 2, even 3 guys, even on the PK, right? So like, they're just sending anybody like that's close, right? So if we can get by them, it should be almost odd man rush every single time. Like, the quicker we are, the more fluent it'll be. And especially like, this team should almost never be able to get into the zone. Because the way that they're trying to get in, they have almost no speed every time. Yeah, I mean, look at their defensive setup there. Like, I don't even know what they're doing. All right. Yeah. All right, so if there's anybody that wants to get in after this game, Just make sure you're in the waiting room of the spot that you want to rotate in for. You know, you just join the voice chat, and then you know, I'll be able to see that you're trying to get in, and then we can rotate some guys in. So we had initially a few guys, you know, that were about to rotate in, or that were looking to earlier. Remember, it's always like 2 games with a certain group, and then we look to get other guys in. So, you know, like the first game's kind of like a warm-up session, and then second game you get the real, you know, you get like the true look, or just like that second rep, which should look naturally better than the first. Damn it, man. I can't even get the puck up. There we go. 2-on-1 play. Cut. There's a shot. Nice defense there. There it is. Out in front. And so there's a lot of chances. We can just move the puck quick at times. Find the looks. Ooh, good try there. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was actually if Teal was able to get that pass off to Red off a spinorama, that would have been kind of insane. Nice. You see, like the way that they're forechegging, if we get it by them, we should be able to get an on-man rush almost every single time. There it is. The goalie's gonna have to come up big. Nice, good chance there. Now, if we can hem them right, full pressure, we can go. Oh, damn. Full pressure, we can definitely, you know, try to, you know, keep on them and forecheck if it's there. Like, send 2 guys to try to get it. This is not the type of team that looks like they're a very good quick transition team. Even if they had gotten it past us, we should still have the, you know, the amount of guys back to be able to stop it, basically. Hughes got it. Up left side. Rotation there from Green. That's nice to see. There's the wraparound shot. Or the spinorama. Blue back down low. Yeah, like they kind of sent 2 guys to pressure me. Blue was initially down. I didn't really see. I mean, I probably could have moved over to the left, but I don't know. There it is. The one-timer spot there. Oh my god. Scrappy type game, man. Power play. It's crazy how they're just getting these nudges, man. Seconds left. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely send 2 guys. I mean, I don't even think they're gonna. Wow, they really sent that, but they don't have anything. I mean, they really don't. No way they're getting these chances, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Team does not look like the team that should almost get any type of shots. There it is. Nice. It's got to be fast, I feel like. Second rep should. Second rep should look better than the first, unless you're the goalie playing against potatoes who can't get anything going. True, I guess. Yeah, the goalies don't really warm up, right? When there's only 4 shots after almost 2 periods, you know? They don't really warm up that much. Quick up. So yeah, 3-on-2. It should almost be every single time. They do not have a good center. Like, for them, man, they really not have anybody. Like, the centerman, like, they'll even have the centerman forecheck when there's already 2 guys up. Like, what the hell is even going on? It's like whoever's close to the puck, they'll just send. The winger will, like, play sometimes high. Go offside by a mile. This is probably see, this is the part of pubs that does suck. If you look at the last game that we played, the first game, if we played against teams like that, we would be, I mean, it would be decent, but like then you run up against this team and it's like, wow. You know, it just kind of like it kind of hurts your eyes to even watch. And to play. I kind of want to see like that last offensive zone cycle that we had, because I feel like we're working it to the point, but then it doesn't look like much is there in terms of anything really opening up. So like we get it here, like there's so much space here. We don't have anybody like moving this way. So like we kind of move it to the point and we make that cut initially. Unless it's like a give and go immediately right back to that. Like if the center does play high and then he works it back to one of us and then he cuts to the middle, I feel like it would open up like a lot of plays for us. Because like these guys would then try to bull rush me. If I just throw the puck on, I feel like it's a dead type of shot. Like unless it's a, you know, if we have a body in front, but sometimes we don't, right? So, and then we got one T's going off like muffins somehow, but that's just, see, I don't know, weird. The one T's this year, it's like they looked at last year and they're like, wow, the one T's are like back to being OP again because of the skill-based one-timers. So now let's make the one-timers nerfed again. You know, it's like even if you have the shot, like the shooting trait on, it's almost like that. Nice, yep, quick back up. Yeah, see there's the cut, back door. Yeah, there we go. Like quick looks like that is kind of what we want to see. Damn, Chuck. Oh shit, that was actually a good pass. My guy just moved away from it. He's gonna press me, make a simple play. You know, I'm not trying to go above and beyond, trying to like, you know, showcase all the talent possible. Like we don't really need to be trying to skate around guys in circles. If we could just make quick passes, that's all we're really looking for right now. Good, you know, being able to be where we need to be, you know, skating wise, and then also just kind of looking for the quick looks is kind of what I'm looking at. Like if we could pull off a nice little Connor McDavid every once in a while, fine, right? But right now, I'm not really looking for guys that can do that, because some guys are very good with the puck, but then the rest of their game is ass. And sometimes that, to me, makes you less worth of a player than you are if you're, you know, basically very good, you know, where you need to be. Like if you can position yourself perfectly on the ice, but you don't have the hands, depending on how severe that is, like I can work with somebody who knows where they need to be at all times through each rush, through each transition, rotation. That to me, I feel like is worth more. But obviously, if you also have the hands with it, then that's also good, you know? Like, that's just a bonus. Like, we're looking for guys that can do both. Ah, damn it. That was a late pass from me. I think it's just kind of the wrong pass that I'm making. Nice. There we go. Goalie's wild. Can't have that in the net. And, like, basically, like, for goalie's sake, as long as you're not wild like this other goaltender, you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot. That's what I'm really looking for. Like, if you're just calm, collected in the net, I mean, that's all I'm really looking for. There's nothing else that I really need to see. Oh, I try to chop it, to be honest with you. Get around the forecheck. There it is. Depending on the amount of defense, like, we kind of had a lot of defensemen that wanted to play tonight. If you guys are still around, I mean, I might actually make a switch then to forward. I'm not sure. I mean, we had an abundance of guys that were trying to play defense tonight. At least, again, from what they say. I mean, if you're not in at first, you know, I mean, ideally, we want you to... Damn it. Still, I guess, be around after the first cycle. Because otherwise, then you were just basically looking for, you know, with the same guys, I guess. You know, which we could do that. The same guys, we get to the, you know, more reps, but... You know, if you're able to play... I mean, usually... I don't know, I mean, I can understand it, though, to be honest. Some guys are only able to really play for, like, a couple games, and then that's it, if they're not selected. Nice. I like the movement to the inside from Green. I think in terms of being able to expand on that, I think, you know, we just need the next play to be a more high percentage look. Whether that is a shot that does go through or some kind of pass off of it. Some guys will do like a spin to the middle and they'll do a pass from that position. Meaning they'll skate backwards and then make a pass to another player while they're skating backwards. Like, it's just a very nice play, you know. Nice send. Nice, there it is. There it is again, nice. Like, quick, basically just quick looks. Like, 26 shots, you get 4 goals from it. I mean, you know, you're getting the offense that you ideally want on a team like this. It doesn't have to be super fancy, you know? Like, I kind of wanted to see the quick puck movement. Like, if it's there, take a shot, look for a rebound. Good save, right? You got to make sure Croying can, you know, is still like awake in these games. That's like one thing too. You know, sometimes I want to like just give him a rush and see if he can get it, you know. How do I try out? So if you're part of the Discord, first link down below of the live stream will take you there if you're not already a part of it. Right now it's basically if you are if you want to get in, just basically we have voice chats at the bottom of the server. You can basically just select the position that you want to play for, you know, for the next cycle of the guys that we get in. And then once I see you in there, that will signify that you're wanting to play, and then I can basically get you in. So we got a left D that wants to get in. If there's anybody else from the chat that wants to play in this next cycle, you can either, first of all, you can either let me know now, or join one of the voice chats, and then I'll be able to see that you are trying to get in. All right, so we got Green out. All right, GG's. I mean, if we don't have the guys, we can still get them in, right? Like if we don't have anybody rotating, the guys that are in can stay. I'm not like trying to kick anybody out. But we do have somebody that wants to play, we can, right? We can definitely get you guys in. All right. Hang on. Let me check some. Damn, not a very good record. 3-4. Look at how bad my rank is. I'm an ass player, bro. I'm a silver 1. Everybody outranks me. Yeah, I mean, initially we had guys waiting. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so we need a left winger, so JC Pens if he wants to get in, and then the left D. We can get Cats in here. Although there were a few other like right Ds that wanted to play. Like, if there is there any right Ds? Like literally everybody left. I mean, it's fine, you know. It's more reps for the guys that are in. I mean, there was at least like 3 or 4. I mean, I can understand, you know. But the thing is, like, if you are signing up, you by now, like, if you're in these streams, you should understand how this stuff works, right? Like, if you don't sign up first, you're most likely not getting in first round, right? Of like the games. You gotta wait at least 2 games, which takes at least maybe an hour. You know, we're already an hour and almost 10 minutes into it. We've only played basically 2 games, right? So you should know, all right, you know, if I sign up now, this guy already signed up, so I'm going to be probably going second, or I'm going to be part of the scrim. If the scrim's not there, then I'm going to be obviously waiting at least 2 games. I mean, that's just how it is, right? If we don't have the guys that want to get in, all right, fine, you know. But that's the thing. Like, even if you say you're going to come in and you don't, I mean, again, I can understand time-wise, right? But I just think, like, by now, right, if you've been in these streams, you should understand at least time-wise when you're going to be getting in or when you're looking to get in. If you're expecting to play at 7 and you can't, then, you know. Let me get the... So, JC Pens wants to play. So he may be loading up, I'm not sure. Can I hop in at net? Yeah, I mean, we can. I mean, you know, we've only had Crowing in here for 90% of the games, right? You know, if there's any other goaltenders that do want to try, we can definitely get some of you guys in. Although I feel like goalie-wise, we're really like, we do have, at least based on, we had 4 guys that had tried out already. And the way, you know, for me, in terms of goalies, I'm not, like, grading you guys in terms of how you guys are playing. It's kind of just based off of you guys basically showing up. You know, if you sign up and you show up, if you sign up and show up, you're already moved on. Or you have the potential to move on, right? If you choose not to, that's up to you, right? But, I mean, that's why I gave everybody that is a goaltender a green check mark. You guys are solidified in. Once I start to move guys on, the guys that are ranked number 1 will have that green check mark in, right? If for some reason we get to that next stage. So yeah, Tyler, if you want to get in, just add me on either Xbox or EA. It should pop up if you type in HackAttack34. If you don't already have me added. And then just let me know if you are getting in soon, or if, you know, we can run with the guys that we have now. But yeah, it's like crazy now. Like every single, there's more and more guys that are signing up, but it's like these guys aren't here, right? Like if we had, and again, I can understand it because again, I'm not expecting everybody to show up at every single time, you know. So, but you know, if you do sign up, there's no guarantees you're even gonna get a look. right? Like, that's the thing. The more guys that sign up, the less likely you actually have a chance of actually getting in. It's really not hard to get in, though. Like, if you're here, you're here, you know? More than 80% of the guys, it seems like, that do sign up don't even show their face. So it's like they have no idea what the hell they're signing up for. I've kind of, you know, tried to explain as best as I can here, through YouTube posts, through the Discord. Like, I'll type it in. Like, it's just kind of what it is, right? And I think there's certain, like, expectations that people have, but I don't know. So yeah, if you want to get in now, I guess we can get in. I mean, you know, we can give Crowing a rest. You know, he's been kind of playing against, you know, tomato cans for, you know, 5 live streams. So, and I'm just saying that for the teams that we play against in pubs, not the tomato cans that we have scrimming on the opposite side. That was not the intention of what I was saying there. You know, don't try to clip that and send it to everybody that we scrimmed against. that would actually be insane. That was not what I was saying. But only because Crowing brought it up earlier when we were playing. Add you on Xbox? Okay. It's not showing up. Oh, never mind, it is. I mean, you should be able to join off me, honestly, if I accept you. Honestly, it's actually better if you add me on EA, to be honest with you. Like, I think it's easier to join this way than it is to try to, I think, join me through Xbox. But, like, that's why, like, the reason I do that is because we also have PlayStation guys in. So it's easier if we do it through the EA, you know, menu to get guys in. But, yeah. How do we try out? So first thing down below is the Discord server. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. So now you should be able to get in. I just need to know if you were gonna get in. You know what I mean? So that Crowing knows. But yeah. Like how I have the goalies set up. If like, and like the way it works for the guys that I eventually do move on, the guys that are rated number 1 get the first chance, like first dibs. I will DM you guys first, be like, all right, this is the day that we're looking for scrims. Can you play? You either say yay or nay, and then the guy, if you can't, then I look to the second guy, and then the third guy, and the fourth. You know, like how depending on how many guys I have signed up. So even when we get to the point where we get guys moving on, if we don't have, like, if it's only one guy at a certain position and he can't make it, I'm not just gonna send. You know, I'm not going to schedule scrims for that time. So the other thing I do say, though, is if you are playing and wanting to try out, if you're not trying to try out, first of all, it won't apply to you. If you are trying to try out, we need to make sure that your build doesn't have any elite traits on it. For goalie specific, I think you can't have any elite traits. For skaters, we have like full traits that are banned at all tiers, and there's like all elite traits. So if Tyler, we can have you switch your elite trait over to blue just so that you don't have a sneaky advantage. I mean, personally, it really doesn't matter because it's goalie. But just so that we're keeping it LG legal, right, with your build. That's the only thing that I ask for. And again, if you are a guy that is competitive, you should know what is banned and what isn't. If you play LG, that's a big indicator, right? Because you obviously can't use anything that is banned. So if you know what build you're able to use, right? You know, like if you don't know, if you ready up with a build that is not legal, I could probably already tell you that you're either a guy that doesn't play leagues in currently or has never played in any leagues, which isn't bad. Yeah. So this is for an esports sort of competitive grind. We're not really, I mean, it's esports, you know, starter, like trying to get there. But yeah, it's basically for league purposes. So for LG, there's a list of builds and traits and stuff that are banned. You cannot use them. So like truculence, unstoppable, big rig, big tipper, wheels you can't use. And then it's like all the elite traits you can't use, right? So as you can see here, everybody's using blue and gold traits. Nobody's using power forwards. You can't use power forwards. You can't use defense, defense. You can't use any presets. All that stuff is banned in LG esports and all that kind of stuff. I think for some like banana leagues, you can use certain things, but we're keeping it just LG and esports, you know, rules basically. I mean, yeah, that's basically the reason they have this stuff banned is because of the stuff that you can abuse in the game. Like, if everybody had access to truculence at an elite trait level, it would not be a very fun game to watch competitively, because you're not really displaying the skill level of the players. You're kind of just displaying the OP levelness of the trait that you're using. I mean, you could still do that with certain traits here, but it is still more tied to skill related. So like elite traits obviously apply a big time buff to whatever it is that is applied to. The blue and the gold level traits are not really. I mean, it's like a step down, so it kind of limits the traits overall. And then like certain traits altogether, like elite edges only really works if you know how to use it. Wheels is kind of the same, but wheels is more straight line, and everybody was basically using it. Power forwards, everybody was basically using it. Defensive defenseman, I wasn't really seeing much, but I think just because of the the fact that they banned power forward, they also wanted to probably even that out on the defensive side with the defensive defenseman, so I can understand that. But for traits overall, like, hey, look at this guy. We have hang on, I gotta see this real quick. I haven't seen this yet. A guy using hang on, I gotta take a freaking screenshot of this. What the fuck? 98 speed with elite wheels, left winger. Okay, let's see how fast he is. Let's see how fast he is. Actually, he's gonna be on my side. Give him the puck every time. Let me see him straight line my ass. Let's actually see it. 97 acceleration was like, what, a 96, 95 agility? The Connor McDavid, like, if everybody could use the presets, I would wonder how many guys would actually use the freaking Connor McDavid one. What is EA doing with that stuff? That is insane to me. Thrashers in 7, okay. Right, especially in 6s, everybody just bumping non-stop, but truckins is brutal. Yeah, it definitely sucks. My bad, I was in droppings earlier. Yeah, no, yeah, it's all good. Like for me, I don't ever train, even outside of league games. I don't train like in pubs with a build that I can't use, because I don't like to get used to something that I can't use in like a league, right? So as soon as I heard wheels was banned, I just took that off my build and like almost freaking immediately. All right, let's see how fast this winger is on my side, right? Because I gotta see this. Also, what makes it tougher, right, is that the pub teams that we're playing against can use whatever they want. So they could use all the OP advantages that they want, right? If we're an esports caliber team, I'm not gonna lie to you, regardless of whatever the other team is using, if we are meant to win, we will win. Build disadvantage or not, it really does not matter. I gotta start I think slapshotting it if I can. Yep, there's truculence. Like, regardless, because they won't have, like, they'll have 2 guys deep. It's like, you know, trying to forecheck. Why did my guy move like that? That's insane. Oh, damn. That's, ooh. I didn't expect my poacher to be like that, actually. That's a really bad trip. It's weird. I get tripping calls here, but I don't get it when I'm like playing in a league. Oh, actually no, that's actually not true at all. And I'll probably jinx myself if I do that. If I say it about caps. So 1 guy high, 2 guys, right? So ideally, because I'm in the box, this would kind of go based on what type of setup we would want. Oh damn, the goalie's oh damn, elite too. I didn't even see that. Yeah, because they're using everything that's banned in the league. You can't even use it. Been torched by the McDavid preset. I haven't used it yet, or I haven't seen it yet. Damn, truck. He's got truck and wheels on. What build gives you that? Yeah, see that guy's got elite wheels, blue, elite edges. But he's not like torching me, like, or at least not like right now. He's not like moving as fast as he could be. I think the endurance on that build sucks though. That's like the only thing that really does suck. Damn. Ah man, the fact that we couldn't get that puck up kind of sucks. See, they're working back to the point. Watch the cut. I really was not expecting to get that puck, to be honest with you. 2-on-2 on 1, 5-on-1 team is there. I think there, man, if we can pull up, like, you can get the guy going. You know, this guy is not that skilled with the puck at all, it seems like. Yeah, I mean, I should be able to find blue on most of these breakouts if he goes up. I gotta go straight to the net. I can get the poacher on that. Yep. It's basically the pursuit. If that guy didn't have elite wheels, if he did, he probably would have torched me there. Like, I gotta stay more back on some of these rushes. I'm just playing too high. I get caught a lot in that. I think it's just because naturally, I don't know if it's because I'm used to wheels, and then it's like, okay, you take it off, and now it's like, I feel like I can get back, and I can't. That has been kind of weird for me recently. Like, I feel like I have more space, and then the guy, like, just blows right by me. Now, even in this case, I would have to give more of a gap because the guy has wheels on, right? So, and I don't, right? So naturally, and he's got a faster build than me, but he's not like using it as effective as he could be. I kind of suied green there. I mean, kind of just is what it is. Like they're gonna be pushing us. It's got to be quick to find looks. Yep, there it is. Like immediately back up. There it is. Nice. Take it to the net. There it is. Good try. Everything there but the finish, but that's fine, right? Like we don't even need. We really don't need to score. We can just quickly transition it back up. Like there we go. Nice pass. 2-on-1. Because the guy stepped. One timer. Everything there but the finish to the far side, to be honest, or to the 1T side. Oh, I got hit. See, I am there. I think I got hit by truculence, and I was slower than I thought I could be. All of a sudden, I was like, as if I was injured. I looked down. I'm not injured. I'm at half bar, but I was not. I should not have been that slow, I feel like. I still got to play back, though. I mean, I'm just getting beat on that. I got to recover just a little bit. Let's see the... We're good, though. Blues on the back check. I can cover far side. The guy may cut in. May just take the shot. Maybe look for the cut. Yep, you didn't have anything there. Back to the point. Like an LT. Nice, good D. See, it's being able to like anticipate the passes that are being made, right? So that's like a really good read from Red that sometimes goes unnoticed. But to someone like me, it definitely doesn't go unnoticed. You know what I mean? He's gonna go one timer, and he still got it. Like, all right, because it was a slow ass pass. I was hoping it'd be faster. He's gonna pick that off. But like what they're doing is not insane right now. Nice seeing someone who knows how to play deep. Well, I mean, I got beat twice there. Granted, I was hit or whatever, and I forget how the first one went in. Yeah, there I was like, yeah, no, I can't let that go by me. Yeah, but regardless, right? Like, even that guy's not moving as fast as he could be. Like someone without wheels, someone with more talent level, I think, without wheels could actually still be faster than him, because it's just like the way to move your man, got 17 hits. We got one. How did they score the first one? Let's see, where am I at? Oh, I'm in the box, right? Oh yeah, that was a weird ass. Like the he like freaking tore his freaking knee or something. Yeah, no, here I gotta like already be back. Like I should be already skating back, right? Facing the other direction, skating towards my net and putting my back to him. That's really how you stay over the top. I literally gave up over the top leverage. These guys, elite edges, they can use that to their advantage big time. I think sometimes elite edges gives you more of a speed boost than sometimes wheels. Just based on some of the animations, it's like insane. Look for the one time. There's a shot. See, we're fine with those shots. If we're limiting them to that. Oh, I forgot they're still on the power play. Let's see what they do here, though. Yep, look for this. Fine there. Now I can sort of fake a push. Back to him. We're fine there. Nice. Good jump. We stay to the inside. We can sometimes throw a couple fakes to the outside. Like fake like you're pushing. And then like basically, you know, line yourself up for the Ooh, damn, that good play. See, when I look at plays like that, I look at the initial play that led to it. There was a cut play down low that I had a chance to get a stick on to basically stop. It didn't work. It went back to that guy high in the slot. He then cuts in. I try to get a poke on it. Then he feeds it across, right? Nothing I could do there after the fact. But if I was able to stop it early in the rush, you know what I mean? Like, then we would have been fine on that. We're fine with that. I don't even care about the fucking one-timers, man. Really don't care about the one-timers. That's unfortunate as hell. Let's see what they do here. Cut play. We do need some help, I think, from the wingers. Like, you guys can almost give up the point at times. I can't send that to him. He's going to get hit. And I can't find him. Okay. Now I'm going to get beat here. See, he's not even moving that fast. The guy with wheels, the Conor McDavid build, is not that fast. Like, he should have blown right by us. I think maybe his stamina bar is low. Like, I don't even think I could see what his stamina bar was. He should be a lot faster. 98 speed? Come on now. With elite wheels? I'm going to join the rush here. I'm going to hold him. Just kind of delay just enough, right, for us to kind of get back. Now I'm going to play middle. Nice one, one-on-one coverage there. Able to get it. Back to the way we honestly just can't do much with some of these transitions back up. Damn. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. This theme is really not that good. But they are up 4-0. I mean, if this is Pub's elite level, they're ass, man. Although I just could get burned there. I'm not gonna lie to you. He does have elite edges and wheels on. Did we quit that? There's no way we quit that. There's no way we quit that. One thing I will say, regardless of whatever the game is, we're not playing a scrim, right? I'm staying to the end. If we get blown up 20-0, I kind of expect that, to be honest with you. Let's see here. I mean, I went for the hit. He's already kind of up to speed. It's that man, fuck me, man. It's so easy to stop this. All you got to do is literally just skate. Like if I try not to hit him, if I literally put my body right here and I kept straight lining right here, got in front of him somehow, he would have, that stick would have hit me instead of him going around me. That's really all that it is. We had 2 guys back out. Who'd we got in the waiting room? See, now we don't have anybody. All right. If we have a defenseman, I can jump to forward because fuck this. I mean, for the goaltender's sake, if he's brand new to the stream and all that kind of stuff, and he quits, that's fine. If it happens again, you're not gonna see him come back. Yeah, I mean, hang on a second. Let me see. We needed a. To be honest, I kind of want to move up to forward. Let me just say, if I'm right winger, and I say in the damn Discord where we had 5, 6 other defensemen. If Growing wants to come back, I guess, but let me take a look and just see. We need just a right D then, right? Oh, we already have it. Now, let me just see who else responds, right? Because I know you guys are, you kind of had bases are in the first set of games, right? If somebody else responds, let's take a look. No, I'll play wing. I kind of want to get some reps playing wing a little bit too. Which means I need to see what kind of build I got, honestly. I don't even know what kind of builds I got. I could hop in a right D. Do you play right D though? Like, I mean, we got like 5 guys that signed up initially. Now it's crickets because an hour and a half goes by. I mean, what at 6:51? 6:51. I'm like, hey, for the guys waiting in, when you're around, just join the VC of the waiting room that you want to play. You know. 8 guys were like, yeah, thumbs up. Now it's friggin' crickets. Yeah, I mean, if yeah, whoever wants to play, I guess now like is kind of up to that. If you want to sign up though, I need to know that you want to sign up. Do I play playmaker here? That's the thing. What have guys been using? I fucking forget. Hang on, let me pull up something real quick. Film from I gotta pull up film just on the side here of the team that we played against on Wednesday. What are they running? What are my guys running? I got 2 snipers, and then what did they run? What sniper? Everybody's using sniper. Okay, fuck you. I'm going sniper. Wait, are they all going 5? They're all going 510. What did they? Wait, did they actually use my build? Hang on, one guy's got elite. Wait, I got elite edges on. I got 1 T on. Nah. I gotta go with hang on. Little build adjustment here. What? There's no way sniper is the comp build now to use on wing again, right? That wouldn't make sense. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna switch this up. I want to have a quick release shot that you've never seen before. That has never been seen in the history of NHL. I need an 89. Yep. I gotta have at least like almost close to 90. Like my shots just has to be maxed. We'll go with that. And then I'll put the rest here. So our slap shot's not that bad either. Okay. I think we're good with this, right? Can't use wheels. We got 97 speed. Let's take a look and see how the wingerman position is played from somebody who's a defenseman, fucking defenseman center exclusive. Hang on, let me check. What was Thursday's rep? Dangler. Okay, Dangler and Playmaker. Guy was using 5'9". The other guy was using 6'1". What's 5'9"? Okay, let me take a look at week 2. Playmaker, sniper. So nobody's using power forward, or not power forward. Two-way forward. Like initially, I thought two-way forward would be like the next go-to. Let's see. Playmaker, Dangler. Yeah, everybody. It's like the two-way forward is like only used on center from some of these guys. So is sniper really that good? What are the other guys using here? Playmaker, sniper. Everybody's going 5'10". 5'10", eh? Sniper or playmaker using on wing. See, when I used when I was looking at the builds for the last Esports event, the PLG that happened like a month before Caps, the finals, everybody was using like there was like one sniper, then there was like two guys on wing using two-way forward. Maybe one guy was using playmaker, I think. And you know, so it's like, to me, see, now we got the guys using. Oh, now we're in the waiting room. It's like, I mean, I guess like, you know, if you're not in the games, right? If you're not like signed up to play, you're probably not gonna stick around to wait. But like, if you want to sign up, right? All I ask is like that you, I guess, are looking to play. Like, I don't know. I mean, if you find other guys to play with, I guess that makes sense, right? I'm not like expecting you to like stick around and just play. All right, let's see how fast I can go here. What a dime! Wow. No, that was on my guy. I don't know what the fuck my guy was doing. How did my guy miss that? That guy threw a dot, like a Caleb Williams on his back foot dot to the end zone. And my guy, it would be the type of guy that would miss that. That was a good pass. That's like a point already. All right, so if I'm playing defense or if I'm playing wing, I'm gonna go here. Okay. Nice. Ooh, I was there for the goal line. Oh yeah, we're going. Nope, we're not. I'm gonna play trap it up. So I feel like trap defense. Personally, I feel like we could play wing, or we could play man to man almost. Like forwards on forwards, defense play over the top. I feel like, or you I don't know. You kind of like support each other in that kind of case. There it is. Nice quick plays back and forth. Let's get it. Like, you don't need chemistry here. You just kind of need to like move the puck. Find the high percentage plays. We know one-timers are good. We know cut plays are good. We know behind the net plays are good. Like, find them. Like, we don't really need to like spend so much time trying to look for things. I'm gonna cut here. I'm looking for that shot. No, I'm not. I ain't that good. I'm there. Yep. If I knew how to wrap around quick, that would have been a goal, man. Oh my god, my offense sucks in this game. Damn. That guy went to the right post, to the freaking right post. If I knew how to quickly wrap. All right, here I'm gonna hang. Oh, so they got that. We can trap. Yep. We can also reset if we wanted to as well. I mean, I probably could have swung. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what we got here. Oh, see, like I could. Yeah, like I can follow him, right? Like that eases the pressure. The same thing here. That eases the pressure of the defenseman having to play tight as well, right? Like the defensemen should, in my opinion, only concern themselves with playing over the top. Bob, get the hell out of here, Bob. Guy over here is casually skating to the bench as if he's gonna go out there and make something happen. Like, go back to the net. All right, since I'm playing left D now. That's what it shows me. Since I'm already here, I'll play left side. You got both red, yellow to that side. We'll hold this here. Push there. We got it. Hold, blast it down. There we go. Damn, what a cannon of a shot. I forgot my shot's better now than my PMD weak-ass 70-something whatever shot. Muffin to the net. All right, whichever side green goes, I'll go to the opposite side. I'll go inside then. I got that puck. Let's find him. That's just the floaty backhand to the middle. Worst thing you can do in hockey, right? Move it through the middle. It's just the man-to-man here. I got left side. I got that all the way. I'm all the way in. I'm in front of him, and I still got hit. Whatever he got, though. Over pursuit there by me, but we're good. Rotation. Let's get by it. Nah. One thing I gotta do is conserve stamina. That's one thing. Nice. Stay with it. See, that's crazy to me, man. It's those shots that are so undeserved. A shot that leaks through the goaltender because of what? Like, goalie make the save. I think TV even got a poke check on it. It still goes through. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't have anything there. Wheels. I got it. If you guys want to take it back further, you can. What we kind of did there was like a half reset. If we don't have an immediate lane up, it kind of doesn't work. It makes sense for us to build more. Yeah, see, we're kind of just rushing the plays, right? Like, yeah, I kind of want you guys to take it back into the zone, even like deep if you want, right? Oh my God, this game sucks, dude. We're getting hit with those bounces right now. We are getting hit with those bounces. I'm not gonna call timeout. At least not yet. There's no point calling it now. So early in the, well, not really early, but we're still in the first. See, here we're just kind of going back and forth. Like, we don't have any speed. Now I have to find a cut. There's the speed, right? Into the zone. We kind of need that type of play, but we need a. There it is. Nice. Like, we need guys, like, if you had 3 options skating full speed into the zone, it opens up a lot, right? So that, okay. That requires us to have to basically full reset into our zone. Like, I want you guys to take it back all the way to our hash marks, like our slot area. There we go. Now quick back up. When do we do full resets? Damn, good try there. I gotta just cut better, I think, too. See, here I'm gonna help in the slot because I can, right? Like, I'm on the opposite side. I don't care about the point. Not from that area. Yep. Now I'm in a rotation. Yellow's up. Now I can play over the top. Anything that goes over the top on me is my fault. Poke check. I still almost freaking failed that. That's insane to me. Trying to get back into the rush. There it is. Oh, good try. Out in front, scored. Cross crease, but it's a goalie interference. Oh, wow. Nah. Okay. I mean, it's so stupid, man. Like, just barely any contact. Like, you just barely go there. I'm gonna help in the middle here. Yep, we got that. I don't think I had that. There it is. Oh, I didn't realize how much time we had. I didn't even hear the clock ticking down. Yeah, I had no. Yeah, I didn't even have an idea. That is so unfortunate of a play. Man, I just hate those bounces. They had 2 goals there. It feels undeserved. Like that type of force. But then you think about it, right? From a competitive standpoint, when you force the puck in this game in those areas, it is more favored to the offensive side of the game. Like that, it happens. Like even the one there, right, that we had, I don't think it was a clean pass over to Green, right? Like think about what they did, right? The first goal, or I think second, I don't know. The guy did an LT pivot to the slot, took a shot, and the puck goes through. Well, it's the art of, you know, LTing to the slot, right, to try and get that goal. Goes here, like LT, and then he just tries to drive the net, and it goes in somehow. Like it, that's how you play competitively. You just take it to the net sometimes, right, with the LT pivot. Here, that's an unfortunate play. But then you look at this, right? It's the same thing, right? Working it down low for a force to the middle that somehow goes through. So even if it's not open, sometimes you just throw it there because, hey, it can bounce in. So in reality, those are, as much as we don't want to say like skillful or deserve goal, it's still a goal in this game. And in the competitive scene, a goal is a goal. It don't matter. I can't let him enter that side. I feel like it's way easier to friggin', I don't know. I'm like, I'm trying for some greasy plays for some reason. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm just using sniper. I feel like I could do like a lot more than I can. I kind of just turned it off. I mean, not a very good play from me, honestly, but I was trying to be a little bit too fancy there. Although it did end up in a 2-on-1 somehow. I don't really know how that happened. Yeah, it's kind of tough because like you were back skating while the 2-on-1 was there, so it's not much that you could do. If you pick the spot, then he sends it across. It's still on you to make that, right? Gotta pin this guy back a little bit. Help in the middle. Help in the middle. We got that. Yep, they ain't getting nothing. So like for me, like when I'm playing wing, I typically like to hang around the slot when it's on the opposite side, right? Because a point shot, like if them feeding the point doesn't really make, they're not really going to do that. So the slot is where I need to contend to. Same thing on the opposite side. I would expect Green to do the same through some of these rushes to kind of like help ease the pressure off you guys. When they get it to the point, then fuck me. When they get it to the point, then we rotate in transition that way. But there's no need for us to really do that, right? It's just like it's basically what I call supporting from the top down. So like you guys can handle the deep threats down low, like the defensemen handle over the top. We handle from the top down. So it's kind of like that opposite type of look. Yep, he's there. Nice try. Wow, good try there. They're calling timeout, really. Let me just see where I was, because I feel like sometimes too, like when I am in that type of way, then it's like, all right, I'm filling the middle lane more so than my ability to get all the way to the right side. I don't know if that really puts us in a worse spot necessarily. And I'm here. I mean, red's already in the rotation. I make the pass over to yellow. He takes it to the net then. I don't know. I think we had a good rotation there. Like, if it was to the right side, then and we get it, then I'm obviously feeling right side, right? Like, I'm not going to move to the middle then that way, but... I don't know what happened with yellow. Is he just lagging, maybe? I'm going to try to play his spot temporarily, then. screen is stuck on invite failed. That's not good. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play like both sides right now. Yeah, just let me know if it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, as long as it's fixed now, we're fine then. Nice pick. There's green. Off the post because this game's ass. Ah, I can't force that. I mean, we don't have to play crazy with the forecheck either yet, right? Once we get to the third, I'm gonna start pushing. But like, we could still play trap now, right? Yeah, they. Oh my gosh, there's no way. They still got a shot off. And they're just getting the pucks back. Oh, the guy does that big rig on, right? So defensively. That should be a penalty. The guy hit green, right? Nice. Wow, what a play. What a damn rotation, too. I feel like, to me, that's the effectiveness of having defensemen go up during the like initial rush, and then, you know, as the offensive guys sort of then rotate back into the rush. It's kind of like a switch play. Like, you kind of replace the initial rush of them going up with another forward, and then they rotate back, and it's like a seamless rotation. And if the guys are not able to switch off their man, it makes playing that very difficult. So like, that came from me rotating from the point down to where towards that cut, basically towards the middle. I played the point, and now I'm rotating up. And then you saw, I think that was yellow rotating back to the point, right? So it's like that type of rush where he goes up and then he rotates back. And then I start back and then I rotate back up, and then that play, bang. Nobody's on me. Like, there's 0 guys around me. To me, that's, I think, what makes playing against a team that can rotate very effectively super difficult to play against. Like, if you add chemistry to that, it is a very difficult team to play against because there's so many rotations happening. So this is yellow, right? He goes up, he goes back. They're almost baited on him. And then I work from the point down low, bang. And it's like that instant switch where one guy goes up, the other one goes back. So nothing, even if the puck goes back the other way, we have the guys in the rotated positions settled to play. And we have, I think, a more effective offensive rush that way, and second opportunity. Now, since it's a 1-goal game again, we could still play trap. We do not have to push this play right now. Although I just have to play a way better fucking defense. Like, you see how when they actually make a switch, it pulls me to the inside as well. Like, that's why if you can master the rotation, a team that does that, a very difficult team to play against, man, I tell you. Especially if they do it right. You have 5 guys on the ice that understand exactly where they need to be through each transition and rotation. That is a very tough team to play against. You add chemistry to that, that's really how you play esports. I mean, I'll just tell you that flat out. If you notice, right, the top esports teams, what do they do well? They have defensemen that can play offense just as good as the forwards. And they have forwards that can play great defense just as good as the defensemen. It's all 5 guys playing every single position, essentially. And then their ability to just kind of switch the roles that they're playing based on where they're at and how the play is like sort of panned out. And there's no gaps in the defense that way, you know? That's a good try there. Once it gets to like 10 minutes, we could probably start pushing. I'm gonna push that. So now you could actually have both defensemen jump here. I'm just gonna go back up anyway. Oh my god, I'm getting stuck, man. I'm trying to move back up. Yep. We got him. Oh, if that went through. I'm thinking we got him, man. Not true. MVDs suck and we are top 10. Yeah, but top 10. I'm not talking about top 10 on like the leaderboard. I'm talking about top esports team. That's like a huge difference. I don't think we have it. Damn, I gotta stop doing that, man. I mean, there's a time and space. I gotta just be better with the puck, honestly. Like there's a you know, a play there where I could take it to the net from that cut and get some type of play. Either shoot it far side, short side, whatever. Instead of losing it where I am losing it. Yep, nope. So yeah, we just gotta read what opens up eventually. Damn it, for some reason, how the hell I take that off him? It's the small micro movements that I gotta get better at as a forward. Even at center, it becomes an issue as well, where it's like I'm not defined in terms of where I'm skating. Sometimes I kind of like hesitate. Oh my god, fuck me, man. Although we got him. Maybe. Oh, what a save. Although that dive is not necessarily the best play, I would say. I'm just saying you're kind of risking that penalty shot if that does get a trip. I think a poke check there is more effective than attempting the dive like that. So it definitely was calculated. I don't have much then. I'm hanging up. Swing it. Swing. Oh. All right, here we can start pushing. We kind of need to start pushing a little bit. And then quick ups. So now it's my job to kind of get behind the D if I can. Drops it back. Gotta put you in a bad spot, to be honest. So that's where whoever's playing back needs to be very strong playing. Ooh, shit. Work it down low. There it is. Ooh. Shot. Rebound. Oh my gosh, man. Away. Yeah, whoever's playing back has to be basically strong, being able to play over the top and with them. It's almost like you got to play tighter coverage, try to get that puck off them early without giving up inside leverage or over the top leverage. Let's see what we can do here. All right, yeah, we're gonna have to start pushing. Ah. Okay, my guy don't want it. Quick up. Did we get there? Good try. Maybe my angle is also kind of rough there too. Got one last rush probably. We can get in. Oh my god, we got it. No one's beaten Loco and the boys. Local Cross City you're talking about? Honestly, they did face against Empire last, I think last night. They were, I think, the two top teams. I think, pretty sure Underdogs won that. Yo, got so lucky I was the right winger with 2 goals frying your defense. I lagged out. YouTuber luck. I mean, to be honest, you're playing against a team that doesn't have any chemistry. Some of these guys don't have league experience or anything like that. So, and the fact that it's 4-4 right now. If you guys are a team that has played with each other, you're not very good, to be honest with you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm just telling you straight out. You're playing against a guy who doesn't play right winger. You're playing against 4 other guys that don't actually play with one another. And it's 4-4. You care less if you have an AI, to be honest. Actually, the AI sometimes plays better than the guys too. But yeah, so go and celebrate. If I guess, you know, be happy that you got those 2 goals. I guess. I mean, you guys gave up a 3-goal lead. I mean, kind of tough to say, man. Got to play to the end. Care less if you weren't a part of it. I mean, you guys, yeah, we're using, we have no wheels on too. Yeah, that's even true. We have no, we don't have any, we don't have big rig. We don't have fucking any of these other fucking banned traits and these, you guys, okay, yeah. Not even much to say. Yeah, you guys got big rig. You're going to celebrate leading 4-1. Gotcha. You guys just choked the 3-goal lead. Good try. So here we can go back to, I guess, playing the trap. Because you want to play a little bit more. Oh my god. Yeah. See here, now we can start going up. Yeah, that's my bad. What I need to do actually sometimes is better job of matching the speed of my teammates and also the defensemen too, right? Like for me, I'm always in the use of like, hey, I got to get to the top. Like I got to get top speed. Like I got to get top speed, you know, through every single rush. And then what winds up happening is that puts me ahead of the forwards. And then, therefore, like, I'm no longer an option if that puck doesn't get to me initially. Or I'd have to slow down. I mean, yeah, that was a good comeback. Not gonna lie. If I go back to that rush initially. I think it was this one, right? So we go here. I'm, like, going full speed, you know? I'm, like, hard hustling. I do have the space, you know? I mean, the guy does have to have the lane, right? But I mean, we're not all moving with top speed, right? We're kind of, you know, we got green that was delayed. We got red. You see how now we started the same, but because I'm in full speed, you got red at half speed, green gliding. We no longer are the same. Now that puck doesn't get to me initially, so I have to slow up practically all the way. Because there's so much space here, I mean, I could still get in. The puck just somehow doesn't find me. I mean, I don't know. Like, I ideally, you want, if a team's gonna trap, you want all 5 guys to be skating full speed. And then when you get to the red line or get near the red line, then you could start making your cuts, right? Rather, I'm either going to cut in, I'm going to cut in and out, or stay maybe to the boards, depending if that puck gets to me sooner. But that's like the idea of what I'm looking for, right? I think if you look at other teams as well, that's how they'll coordinate the break-in off the off when the other team's traveling. But no, yeah, that was a good game. For this case, I think we got some other guys. Do we have? Let's see. We've had Red in, but we don't have anybody that can sub out for him. I mean, I guess we have another right D that can come in. So Doomsday, if you want to get in here, you can add me and then I guess join off me. But nah, I do need to like start playing more offense, I feel like. Like I'm just kind of, I don't know, like just kind of playing defense. It helps the defensive side of my game, but my offensive side is really where I need to improve the most in, really. Like if I played center, that's one thing, but I also need to play wing. All right, I should, yeah, you should be able to just join off me, I think. Yeah. Now, the guys that are new coming in, right? If you are interested in trying out for esports down the line, this is kind of what this is. This is basically a trying out. A tryout or like a grind towards that, potentially getting some guys moved along. If you're not signed up in the Discord, like if you want to have these reps count towards you, I need to know. If you go to the Esports Tryouts channel of the Discord, you can see how everybody else has kind of put in their info. But you basically put in your gamer tag in the spot that you want to try out for. And then that lets me know that you're interested in trying out. So then when I look back at these games, or I look at who was in, I can put your name on the, like, we have a esports position leaderboard where I'm kind of tracking who's been in and kind of who's been shown what. So if you want to be kind of towards that, to be moved along to the next stage or to the next phase, I need to know that you're interested in trying out. So we get guys from the chat. If you're not signed up in the Esports Trials channel, these reps don't count towards that. It's kind of just you filling the spot. Although ideally, when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, I mean, we have like 20, 30, 40 maybe guys somehow signed up. And we're struggling to find a consistent 6 that can show up throughout the whole night. Like, I'm not saying you have to always show up and always and stay the whole time. If you get 2 reps in and you showed good enough, if you're showing what you need to do, then you can earn, the max points, like the full point towards that. And it's like, so it doesn't really take much to really get yourself moving through. It's just we got a lot of guys that I think sign up that have no idea what even goes into it. And that's just kind of how it is. But as you can see, like initially, it's kind of funny, right? Because the reason I started this grind was because I kind of, for like the month of October and November, I had basically, I wasn't even playing the game. Had nothing, like I missed PLG because I had no team to play with. You know, everybody that I was initially playing, ooh, I think I played with against some of these guys before. I think these guys are AGL. I think some of these guys do play LG as well. I do remember seeing some of these guys' names before. This might be a decent rep. Not gonna lie. I mean, for pub's sake, it might be a decent rep. I'm not sure. But I forget what I kind of forget what I was saying. Either is a C owner. Okay, yeah. I kind of figure that. I do kind of remember him. Some of these guys, man, it's funny. Like they'll get to the C or whatever, and they'll just sit there. Like the CHL is so weird to me. From what I heard, and I kind of get the same vibe. There'll be those guys that have been playing LG for years, and they just sit at the C level. They don't advance or go back. Like they're just kind of sitting there. It's like, okay. So like they're typically the guys that are like the GMs and stuff, right? But then you got the guys that are just kind of regularly there. Then you got guys that are like prospects that are either really good or really bad. Like guys that are NHL, like guys that can play in the end now, but obviously can't because they're prospects. And it's like weird, right? You got the weird, wide level of talent that is being played. All right, my guy can't pass. Plus, yeah, they're using wheels. They're using everything. See, the way, even that, like that simple play, I feel like I don't see too many wingers do. Like that's a simple read that I can make where I can help support from the top down on plays where I can get there. Like he's not gonna intend on shooting it anywhere else than where he did, right? So I can just back check and help support that. Like I can hang to the slot and help support the center and even the defenseman. You know what I mean? I feel like I just don't see wingers really doing that much. And then it's back at the point. Then we can help support that way. Oh, I try to feather that. I saw you get out. Seeing you get up to speed. I didn't think you really were going to break it through it initially. There we go. That's the other thing that I got to get better at doing is that little LT spin. Like I've never really done it in a real game before, right? Where I've actually been able to like go all the way to the net and like pull it around and score. There's guys that have mastered that all the way, man. They're like insanely good. Goal interference. There we go. Puck did not go in, and you know, before that contact was made. Right there, it stopped. Then it's like he kicked it. Although, okay. About to say. Now for centerman case, if you guys want us to go in for like tie-ups or anything, you can flick up on the D-pad, like pull up the strategies. Hang on. And for us, I think for those, it's like we don't really want to play around with it too much. It's kind of like if you're gonna pull it initially, and then try to look for a pass off a cut. Like we don't want to like fake out our own guys through somebody's plays, or through like somebody's like half resets. Here I can work back to the point. We're fine with that shot. Now it's just 2 on. There it is. Easy. No, yeah, it's I was talking about the C. It's like, it's weird. You got guys that hang in the C for years. Like, I believe these guys, I do remember some of these names where they were in the C. I played against them my first LG season back in like 23. They're still in the C in 26. It's like, okay. And then you got guys that are prospects that are like NHL level players that can play in the end now, but have to wait that one season. There. Oh. No, I tried to hit red there. That's my bad. I don't think I have him. Nice switch there, Teal. Not gonna lie to you, that was nice. Fuck me, I'm ass. I try to find red right back. Little dump and chase, maybe? Nah, yeah, that really doesn't work. Oh. Oh my gosh, really? Nice, we still got it. Oh, good try there. Nice. We're just having this team right now. Look at the offensive zone cycle, though. I'm not going to lie to you. If I was like in a better spot on the angle for that, I think we would have had that pass go through. And then, ah, damn. It sucks because you're like, we're thinking offense, and then off a turnover, quick transition back the other way. And then it's a goal off a breakaway. Also look like a lot of duplicate signups on the channel. I think that's just I don't think people understand the process. Like, they don't understand what they're doing that for. And then they don't watch the stream to have me, like, you know, break it down. Or they haven't seen any of the posts that I've made, right, about it, right? Being like, hey, I'm signing guys up. Or, you know, it's, I don't know. So, like, eventually, right, I think once we get like a few more weeks into it, I think by when we get to like maybe week 10, I'm not sure. See, we need to have bodies in the slot, especially now. Like, I need to help support. Oh wow, I need to help support in the middle, right? Because we're trying to get the puck, a loose puck. If you have wingers hang to the point, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of tough because then it's like, okay, well, when you get the puck, then you have nowhere to go because you have nobody up. But it's like we got to be able to get the puck first. Oh my gosh, I'm ass, man. I think there's a few plays I could have done there. I was initially trying to open up for maybe a short side shot, and then my guy couldn't turn the right way because I'm not that good with the puck, obviously. Then I make a pass that goes off the boards, and it goes fucking picked off. Okay. But yeah, like initially when I came up with this idea, right, kind of just because like there was no other option, right? I had nobody else that I was playing with, you know. It's like, I mean, I was doing drafts for content basically, And then that kind of became stale for me. It was kind of like, yeah, like 2 months where I just kind of wasn't playing. And then I'm like, all right, well, let's see if, you know, it was kind of like the end of like December. I started to play some threes, you know, with some of my guys. So I was getting reps there, and then January hit, right? I was kind of like, hey, who wants to play, right? Or I kind of said that like a little bit before the holidays, right? Like, hey, who's like interested in playing? Maybe trying to build something, right? Then, you know, January hits and we start doing it. I'm like, all right, cool. We only had initially, I think, 6 people sign up. Maybe. If I look back at it. But look back at that first day. It was like, yeah. December 19th, 20th, 26th. We had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 or 8 guys that signed up at the end of last year, right? At the end of 25. So I'm like, all right, if I do the stream, like maybe, oh wow, oh my god, there we go. That was a good pass. And if I do something more with it, you know, to make a better simple play. Nice one too. But yeah, like when I did it, I'm like, all right, you know, we'll see who joins, who does, you know, and not really expecting anything. And all of a sudden, it's like I do the esports tryouts, and then I think after that, we like doubled the list. Everybody from the chat was like, yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. You know, so we had a lot of like we had guys from the chat like that were, you know, really trying to, you know, I guess we're like wanting to do it, you know. So damn, man, these breakaways are kind of killing us right now. Second goes on me. I moved ever so slightly. Oh, that's fine. I mean, we just, I don't know. We got to be able to see. It's the turnovers that are killing us, right? A lot of guys can blame defensemen for, you know, breakaways and stuff, but it's also like what leads to it. That's also something I'm trying to dissect as well, because I feel like it is up to the defenseman, right, to play back and stop those plays. Right? Like if you guys are back, we're back. But it's like when we turn it over just across the blue line, or we turn it over like in the offensive zone somewhere, and they just quickly go back up because, you know, like basically, I don't know, whatever type rush that led to it. It makes it so difficult to really stay over the top on those plays, because those guys are already in stride, and you're like thinking, all right, how can we? Damn. See, I always think like if I were to commit to winger for like a month, I wonder where I would be in terms of the offense. If I was just concerning about like prioritizing more of my offensive side of the game through puck possession, passing, like rotation. Like I think I got the rotation stuff down. Just being able to find like offensive zone plays, really. Oh, see, I gotta be able to pick that off. I gotta be able to pick that off. I'm like playing back, right? I'm playing deep. As soon I was like a half second late on it. It's like some of those pushes where I could be aggressive in an attempt to try and like pick it off and go back the other way. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, see, it's plays like that where you can just kind of take it to the net, pull up, find somebody, cutting. Like, that's a good skilled play there from Green to create space for that pass. He even could have probably shot it. The goalie was already to the left, too. But still, it's like, it's just the attempt of finding those plays. For me, it's like, all right, you know, I can showcase some offensive talent, but that's got to come more naturally instead of it feeling so forced. Like the puck control aspect of it, really, like here I can maybe delay it, but we got a 3-on-2. Let's just get the passing going like that. Like it's just simple. We don't have to dipsy dangle and make something crazy happen. Like make the goalie make a great save. Like set up a play that's there. Force them to make that save every time, because it won't happen every time. If you set it up high percentage, it's not going to happen, because then you can even play with it. If you're able to set up a play where the goalie has to dive over and make a freaking great save, then you can fake him out on one of those plays, shoot it far side and catch him every time, or not every time, but at least catch him. Like if you just set up the offensive play, like play a simple game and just set up what's there. So that's why it's like off, like in the early games, right? And this is again that the sort of mind game that goes on from an offensive versus defensive standpoint. Like defensively, if I'm a defenseman, I can basically describe to you what my entire thought process is, especially when I'm locked in, right? What I'm thinking about early game, mid game, and late game. Third period should be the best period if you've made the proper adjustments from the first and second period. Regardless of what the score is, you could be down 3 goals and come back in the third because of how you prepared for that, right? Because guys, somehow, sometimes you have some kind of momentum that way. And you're able to figure out what you were doing wrong. Or maybe you can get at least 1 back in the second, all of a sudden, bang, you can score 3 goals to win it in the third. But it's like you got to figure out, right, what's causing it. And like it's kind of a battle on who can sort of adjust better to the other team, right? And that goes based off the little things that you do. So you got to be able to look at yourself and see what you're doing, what you can adjust. And then, so like by the third period, the defenseman should have a gauge in terms of how the 3 forwards on the opposing team are playing, in terms of the pace, in terms of what they're typically looking for. And you make the appropriate adjustment from the defensive side. That also works vice versa. From forwards, you guys can see what the defensemen are doing. Are they stepping a lot? Are they, just playing back, playing safe? Are they able to pick off certain passes? Like, you got to be able to make the adjustments on the offensive side of the game the same that defensemen are making on you. And then it becomes that type of game. And I'm fucking ass again. So that's kind of like, the problem is like I could tell immediately when I'm not playing very good, when I'm not making those adjustments, when I'm like sort of reacting instead of like anticipating what I should be doing. Because sometimes you can just see it. You can just see a play unfold because you've seen it 5-6 times that same game. Like, oh, they're making this cut. I can make, I'm seeing that cut. if you get to the third period and you can't see that, you're not making the appropriate mental, you know, the mental notes, I guess. And that's why a lot of times when I am playing, I'm less on sort of talking and more on just analyzing. Like, a lot of times when I am playing competitively, I don't really calm too much. Like, I'm just kind of, like, I am on certain things. Like, if I'm calling out a breakout, I'll make a call, all right, obviously. But, like, beyond that, I don't really say much. Like, if I'm playing defense. Like, if I'm really into the game, I'm not really talking much. Same goes when I'm playing center. Same goes when I'm playing wing. Like, it's just, like, naturally how I am, right? I'm not a very, I wouldn't say I'm a very loud, inspirational type guy, I feel like. Nice. Freaking great play. And I almost did something stupid there again. I tried to do another LT pivot around. And it's like, why? They're not even pressing us to the point where I even need to freaking, like, showcase that. Just take what's there. Scoring on half our shots. Awesome. Ah, I tried to hit red there. Tried to just find it. All right. Here now we should just be trapping. Like, now we're up in the game. And plus they're like, they really shouldn't be able to get in. And we can still catch them off the quick transition. See, I can pass that or shoot. It's like, when do you go for either one? And I honestly don't think that that's a bad play. Like, that's almost as good as a shot sometimes. It's just what's more wide open. Kind of what you have to play in your mind. Oh my god, man. Short side. Jesus. That is insane. I thought the goalie was going to move back to the right. I'm like, oh yeah, it's wide open to the left side. You know, when he actually moves, and guess what? He didn't move. Right side. Like, look at that. Wide ass open. See, I need a month, guys. A month playing wing. I always say, like, it doesn't really, like, if you ever feel like you're in a sort of slump, like you're playing a position, you're just like, what's going on, right? I always often say it's probably because you're trying too much. You're trying to do too much. And it's kind of like the way to break a slump is to, I think, simplify your game. Do less. I'm not saying play less. You could like do it like a little mental reset that way. Watch gameplay and, you know, just kind of like look at it from like a non like emotional standpoint. What am I doing, right? Like, what am I seeing? If you can, you basically record yourself, live stream it, look back at it, whatever. And you kind of like improve that way. But like, generally speaking, I feel like whenever I'm in a slump about something, it's always because I look at myself and I go, I'm doing too much. I'm not simplifying the game. I'm trying to be Superman as opposed to, you know, trying to just be a simple player. You know, playing the game the right way. From a simple standpoint, let the more higher end type plays come more naturally. That's kind of tough. Like, from a defenseman standpoint, simplifying the game pretty much means to simplify breakouts, right? Read what's there, make a quick pass if it's a quick transition, be able to reset and sort of coordinate yourself appropriately, right? skate up, make a good pass, right? Just make a simple pass based on what's there. From a forward standpoint, you kind of look at it and go, well, just make good passes, right? Like be in an area to be able to receive a pass and then move the puck quick. Move the puck, rotate appropriately, like see the open ice, take it, all that kind of stuff. Do less, right? Try not to be like, oh, I'm going to be kind of McDavid or try to be the LT pivot god with the puck because you think you need to do that. You don't have to. Even if you think you have to carry your team, right? There's some guys that I think believe that, right? That they're like, oh, they know that they're the top end guy on their team. I have to be this way. It's like, no. Because I think you could still thrive by doing the simple plays. Like, if you're able to do the simple plays well, and then also have those higher end plays that happen, you know, 1 or 2 times a game, that's really what takes you from point A to point B a lot sooner. And then you really start to look at what you like. Oh, damn, it's all fucking offside. I didn't even see that. Yeah, then you really start to really, you know, ascend your game to the next level. Problem with a lot of guys is they think they have to, and oh, in order for me to be good, I have to do this. Like, no, you don't. You just make the simple play. Just be an option. Oh, wow. Fuck. And we had full pressure there, too. Ah, that's a good play. All right, let's see what they do with 12 seconds. Just basically trap it up, let them come to us. They're going to try to bull rush past us. Four seconds. 3.7. Here, they don't have a stick lift play to the inside winger. They'll have to go out. Okay, nice. Good one. See if I can just kind of get him off me a little bit, you know, or at least away from the from our zone. So if there's anybody else in chat that wants to get in, we'll probably play maybe 2 more games, maybe one or 2 more, depending on how long it takes. You know, we're kind of getting to that point. People still play 26. Has it gotten good again? I wouldn't say it's gotten good. I mean, it's kind of just the same. I always get lost watching the Force play and then glide too far up. You know, that does happen to me a lot too. What I would focus on is look at your player and try to watch the play from like your peripheral vision. Like lock your eyes mostly on your guy and kind of just as the rush is going up, keep tabs on any opposing player that's sort of up almost like behind you. If there's any opposing player behind you, mark them. Like don't even go up into the rush. And just lock your player on them. Wait for them to go all the way back up, and then you can go up into the play. If you are solidified as the last man back, as a defenseman, that is how you kind of want to view the play. Don't care really about what the forwards are doing because you have no say in what they do anyway. Once the puck goes, you know, gets up to them, unless it gets sent back to you, but that's not naturally going to happen, unless it's like off a breakout type play. But that's not going to happen. Usually once the puck's in the zone, if there's any cherry pickers, that's where you just have to play back. That's how you kind of keep the guys getting, you know, from basically getting behind you. Like that's how you play more simple. Just kind of see from a defensive standpoint what do you have to do. keep going right into the Reds fucking spot, I feel like. Like, I'm like playing middle sometimes, and then I move to the middle lane. Like, that's I got to go back to the right. I don't know why I'm going to the middle. It's probably because I'm so used to playing fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go. That's the. I mean, we just have to go back, man. Like, we're trying to like just half reset. It's not gonna work, man. And then, like, for me, I gotta just look over the top, like from the top down. Who's playing, like who's cutting to the middle, things like that. And I can help support on that. I could probably work more to the right side at times, right? But I think from the initial rush, I can look to help support on the third forward cutting in, and then go to the right side point and stuff like that. You know, I'm going. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go stick lift here. So now I'm playing center. I'm going to play middle. Green play high, if you can hear me. Now I'm playing centerman position. And then I get fucking lost there. Let's see. Wait, they enter. See, I ideally PK, right? I mean, come on, there's no way. See, I just don't understand, especially in plays where they're not even going up until now, right? Like, I just think all four guys can play blue line. Like, and unless they rotate back and then skate up, I still don't understand though. Like, you wouldn't need to move away from the blue line if you go back. Like, we're in the zone. Like this side is just wide open, you know. Like, so it's an easy entry, and then it's like, all right, now we don't, because we're also still flat-footed. We can't really engage on them. Like, they have the outside. I mean, I was here mirroring this guy initially, and then I got caught up with where yellow was, right? So then I couldn't really push this guy. And then once I initially tried, we had decent coverage here, to be honest. It just didn't go. It's just one of those plays, man. Yeah, like breakouts, it's tough because you need to have all the forwards kind of in sync. It doesn't really work any other way than that. Hang on. For all right, so we're gonna get Viper in here, right? Yeah, so Viper can come in. He's a right winger, right? So who is this Willie G guy or Will G guy? Is he from the stream? I don't even know who he is. Like, if he's someone from chat, I guess, right? But like, because we also don't have anybody else waiting, right? So he can join in. But I do want to get Viper in here, so I mean, if he could play left wing, you know, I guess I don't know. Because what I'll probably do is I might actually move to center then, because I mean we've seen Dennis play like probably the whole night, right? So you know, I've kind of seen a lot from him. You know, he's got a lot of reps in. We'll get Viper in here if he's still around. But yeah, Viper, if you want to join in, you can. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go to two-way forward. I'll go play center. I actually want to switch the height. Everybody's the guys using two-way forward. They like go 6 foot. I don't know why. And then I like to typically go 180. Just so I have a little bit more weight. I mean, I guess we'll give this green guy a chance. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know who he is. Chili, do you play left wing? So if you're in chat and you want to play, best way to do it is to join the Discord and join the voice chat of whatever position you want to play, so that I can see. Okay, if you can, I'm gonna kick this other guy out because I have no idea who the hell he is. So add me if you don't already have me added. Oh, that's you? Okay. See, I didn't know that. Because your name doesn't match, right? So, like, I was thinking it was somebody random. Okay, okay. So that means we're all good then. I was thinking that was somebody else and you were still looking to come in. See, that's why if you are trying to play esports, right? You need to tell me, like, if your gamer tag is different from, like, Discord, YouTube, things like I need to know what your gamer tag is so I know when you come in that name matches for you. You know what I mean? All right, let's get it. See, sometimes when you're in a slump too, it's because you're like kind of playing the same position, right? So you're kind of only looking at the game from that position, right? So sometimes you need to play different positions. It's good to get reps in at every single position. Like I kind of guess, you know, kind of like besides goaltender, I guess, because you know, that's only like for them, you know. But you know, for the skater positions, it's good to play center, wing, and defense, like to get reps in at all. Obviously, your main position, you always want to be playing the most. Look at our record. 27-17. Oh, I got pressure. That's the benefit of being captain. Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice what build you had. Is it a power forward or something? All right, let's see how I do centerman. It's been a little bit since I've actually played center. See, those pushes there, I do believe the guy in the high slot, I could get the opposite winger's support on that. Like, I could go and push to the perimeter if I have winger support helping play. Nah, fuck me. Yep. There we go. 2-on-1. If you can feather it through. Almost went in. Good try there. I'm going to rotate it back. And then I can cut. One way. I just couldn't get around him. Trap defense. I hang near the middle. We go offside by a mile. So the Discord channel, you can find the link in the it's the first link down below. Like, you can really see it in the description of the live stream. Or you can find it on my main channel page too. All right, I'm not winning these straight back, so I can make an adjustment to go for tie-up. So I can push that. Nope, he ain't getting that. Okay. Not a bad play, actually. If I could just get... Damn. Not a bad play. Especially if they were all anchored to one side. Yeah, but here they're forechecking, so we got to be able to at least get past that first layer. If it hits off one of their guys, like you see how they got two guys sort of up. There we go. Good pass. All right. That's ideally how you want to, if it's able to go through like that. Because you get past that first layer, then you can start, I mean, that's a defenseman issue for allowing me to get behind them. There's nothing fancy that I did. I just kind of skated up, right? So that's easily stoppable, really. All right, I'm going in with a tie-up now. So you got to have both guys go in, actually, and just reset it, ideally. Or you can go in and try and get a rush off of it, which is also fine. Play back, help support through the middle. Shot, we're fine there. A cut to the strong side, feed it across. Had maybe a chance for a quick look. If I had a little bit more patience, maybe I could have fed Blue coming towards the back post. I was thinking he was going to get baited on that, honestly. All right, I'm going tie up again. See what he does. The green can come in. Down on that, really? Got to be like a penalty on that or something. Yeah, they only have two guys going up, so we have the numbers. Maybe they got bias. I mean, they had two guys. They had no rush, really. What is that? Is that a ghost? I don't even know what skin that was. All right, I'm going tie up again. I'm going to keep on tying until this guy does something different. Yep. Until he does something different. So once the defensemen go up, then we start moving. So ideally, we want you guys to carry it through the neutral zone. If they're back, if there's no pressure on you, you could definitely carry it. Yeah, we're letting these guys get behind us. Again, it starts with the breakout. If we get it, we can't get into the zone. It puts our defense at high risk. A quick transition. There they go. Right? We should be fine with the numbers. Yep, cuts in. He's fine. We should just get that puck, immediately go back up. Now for us to be able to, like, we should have been able to get that puck up, I think, earlier. Because it's a battle of, like, you kind of get the pass out. There we go. Like, Jesus Christ. 2-on-0, breakaway, back to the way. Now it's a goal, right? It's honestly, it's a struggle on the defensive side of the game right now for both teams. We had almost no rush. You had, I think, two defensemen from their side go and try and push the play for no reason. Just can't break free. Ah, that's bad, man. Like, I see the play, and then he does that, you know. It's bad to kind of poke check towards the guy. I should have just let him come to me. I should be trying to, like, I mean, if I'm poaching in front of him, that's one thing, but coming in from the side. Now we want one guy high and the other guy back, right? So both defensemen are going to be, you know, playing their side, either left or right. One of the forwards has to play middle, the other guy has to play high. And here they just get through. I mean, you're not always going to be able to hold blue line. I just feel like there's areas to play tighter where it shouldn't necessarily compromise the defensive side. Right? Like, you should still be able to attempt to hold them at the blue line, but then also not lose them. You know, like not have them skate right by you. It's like just an attempt to try to play tighter so that they're not just getting in very easily. Like if one guy does it and then the other guys don't, it kind of like defeats the purpose of it. He's like, it's still just enter in, you know, as opposed to just having all 5 guys essentially covering the slot then, or 4 guys. Like, I just think if they get it right, like everybody's already so far back, there's 0 attempt at holding blue line because you can't, right? These guys are already at full speed. What I envision is if they're all the way deep back, everybody's lined up covering their lane in the red line, like at center ice, and then as they skate up, then you work your way back to the blue line. So you have some kind of speed to get back to match their speed, so that you can follow their movement and stay a little bit closer to them and attempt to catch them at the blue line if you can guess which way they go. Or not really guess, but like read which way they go, essentially. I think it's not really too much guessing. But you see how it's like, we got guys in the zone already. I mean, I'm not saying you always have to be tight, but it's just, I think getting to that next stage, like really making the PK tough to play against, is when you do still limit their time and space. Like, I'm all about playing defense right in front of their face as much as I can without giving up the inside. I got no speed in this. I mean, it's tough plays, man. We're trying to just force it. Push it wide. I should have shot it. Trying to play tic-tac-toe for no reason. See, I can match his relative speed, and I knew that puck was going there, you know? All right, Teal's up. I'm back. It kind of becomes an issue if I can beat the defenseman back. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as a center, I do have my own defensive role. But like that, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we can't. We just can't stay over the top on any of these plays. First guy is angling that guy away. If he cuts up, the second guy takes the middle. Third guy stays at home and protects the middle. Well, I mean, regardless of how we want to play, if there's different ways of playing it, we don't have any of those formations even in play. Most of the PKs that I've been a part of don't have any type of it's just, hey, let's play back and protect the inside. There's no type of strategy to it. So regardless of which strategy you want to have, the problem is there is none, like, from anybody. You know what I mean? Most teams don't typically have a PK formation, you know? I mean, there is probably hockey, like, you know, real hockey stuff that could be applied. I don't know those formations. I don't, you know, I only know what I know from an EA standpoint. From what I've put, yeah, we can't keep forcing these D2Ds, man. That's also what's killing us. We're trying to force the point when it's not there. Nice. One thing I will say is you can, for blue, if you're hugging the boards and the guy's on you, you can cut in to try to create another lane. So I didn't make that pass to you because that guy was literally right up on you. There's no chance of you getting that puck in there. If you had made that cut, I could have made that pass earlier, and then you would have been in full stride, attempting to get it. Yeah, see, it's just trap defense. You just meet them at the blue line. You know what I mean? Again, if we take the lanes, right? If they want to go horizontal hockey, that works into our favor big time. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to stop them. It's not even about us being aggressive. They have to come to us, right? So if we're closing down that angle, the lane in, there's nothing they can do. But the problem is some guys try to get too aggressive. And therefore, lanes open up that way. Yes, I mean, yeah. You guys can skate it up the ice, right? Like, to get past that first layer, sometimes you guys have to be able to skate up, you know? With the puck, and then find us near more the blue line. I just couldn't pick it up. Wow. Yeah, it's tough right now. See, wedge +1. See, I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. Like, to me, it just makes more sense to you know, like, trap defense, right? I don't think there's a trap defense in real life, in real hockey, where it's all 5 guys are literally holding the blue line. I think there's some kind of, like, pressure that's being generated. Like, it's a 1-4. You can't even select a 5-man trap at the blue line in the EA strategies, right? It's like the neutral zone trap is literally a 1-4. One guy presses, the other 4 guys are back, right? So EA doesn't even have that. I think the PK, personally, could be played the exact same way in the neutral zone. You just have, like, the 2 guys that are playing to the boards are, like, anchoring that side, right? They're playing, you know, more so man to man, play inside leverage. If they enter, they're going to enter from the outside instead of right up the middle. We'll have 2 guys in the middle clogging up that lane. Right, and that's what I mean by the man mark. It's like tighter coverage, but you're not letting them get by you. Yeah, how did they score that last goal? Like, it's just these rushes don't even seem like anything. Yeah, we're trying to be too aggressive. We're trying to backpedal and get the, like, that's the way to do this is you literally just turn around and you can put your body in front of his stick. Like, that's it. You don't even have to pursue him. A lot of these rushes sometimes, to improve defensively, is sometimes doing less even when you're man marking. I'm not saying give up plays, but I'm saying, like, you can close the distance if you have perfect positioning. Ooh, good try. You have perfect defense positioning. There's sometimes you don't even have to poke check. You can just only put your body in front of where he's going to get. Yeah, I see they still able to enter there, but I feel like if we had 2 guys there, you know, like, we would have been fine. We're trying to be, yeah, I don't know. I think we're trying to do too much sometimes, and during some of these rushes. I mean, I'm also forcing it too, but. Nice pick. I'll try. Oh my god, I'm ass. Although pressure, 2 shots and the bar's filled. I'd love to see that. Yeah, it's like body, but right, yeah. I mean, yeah, the way I play defense, right? I want to be. It's like I call it the style that I'm trying to have. I call it a passive aggressive defense. So your ability to be as aggressive as needed to be, meaning you can play tight to a man, but you're also playing passive. I don't know why, man. So like you're able to still stay, you're still able to keep the inside leverage, the over the top. You're not getting beat. You're not you're not letting anybody get by, but you could still be as aggressive. Meaning you could poke check. Like when you do poke check, you're poke checking because you're close to them. And you're poke checking from an inside position, meaning when you poke, you're still hugging inside. You're not letting them get past you. Then that becomes a all-in type poke check, which is almost no different than a hit when you miss. Like there's a style to defense that you want to typically have. Yeah, we're just, I don't know. There is no sync here in terms of our offensive game. And that is hurting us on the defensive side, too. I couldn't even move there. Yep, Hugh can skate. I'm behind him. I'm gonna try to tie up. Oh, he knew what I was doing, eh? Wow. Ah, man, I don't know why. I can't fucking pass. As I'm trying to pass, I get hit. That happens more times than you guys think. I'm like releasing the trigger. I get hit, and the pass doesn't go off. I mean, I do feel like a lot of the struggles that teams typically have come from the break-in and how the game sort of revolves around that. Because I do think, right, when you have 5 guys back, it's, I mean, defense is usually solid, right? Because everybody's trapping, you got it, everybody's there. When you start to break the puck out and go the other way, that's where you start to lose on some guys, right? Because if the puck does go the other way, because you can't break the puck in, you can't create effective offense, right? And it's just a lot of turnovers that lead to on-man rushes. Therefore, defense can't be as solid. You could have the best defensive team, but you'll still give up 10 goals if you have 0 offense. You could have the best defense. You will give up goals if your offense is not there, because each time you turn the puck over and you cannot get back, like there's just certain situations where there's just a lot of on-man rushes that occur. And good teams that are able to score from those chances, doesn't matter how good defense you have, I don't think you could stop everything. And especially in a game where offense is overpowered, right? Because I do think when you look at the offensive, you know, firepower versus the defensive firepower, the offensive mechanics and all that, the game is so in favor for the offense that it's like you have to have good offense to also have good defense. And then there is that individual skill plays that you need to be able to execute on individually, but as a team, you still need to be able to play a certain way, man. I mean, the only thing I say is if this team has chemistry, right? If the other team has chemistry, that's the reason why we couldn't get anything going. Because I don't think individually anybody was really popping out and you know, making something happen. And a lot of it is just a lack of chemistry, trad defense, or individual plays that we weren't executing on. I don't think we made too many good. I mean, I don't think we made really any type of successful passes in the offensive zone in the third period. I mean, I'll play maybe one more. I mean, if you guys are, I mean, I'll switch back to defense if we're trying to, you know, if we want to get some other guys back in, you know. Because I mean, I'm not trying to just fill spots. I mean, if we're getting guys that are trying to play sports, and you know, like we want their guys to we want guys to be playing their main spot. Play D and LG. So wait, oh yeah, I forgot you didn't really sign up for any particular position. See that, like, do you want to play center, or are you more of a defenseman? Like, that's because here the way the leaderboard works is that you can't earn points for multiple positions. I want guys, when they sign up for a spot, I want them to play that one spot. Because when you're playing esports, it's not a matter of like finding out what your best spot is. You should know what your best spot is. You should know what your best position is. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm not going to go and play right wing in esports as a right D main. You know what I mean? If I play right D, like that's the spot I'm trying to play esports with, right? Now, maybe you could say my secondary position I could give a solid go at. That's only if I feel comfortable at that position and I have the amount of reps in. If I don't have the reps to play center, I'm not going to play esports center. It just doesn't make sense. The same, you know, but like, so the only position that I could qualify myself for esports wise would be right D. That's it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to look at when guys are trying to sign up as well and trying to try out. I want them to try out at their best position. What are they the best at? If it's center, you go center. You sign up at center. If it's right wing, you go right wing. If it's lefty, you go lefty. If it's goalie, it's goalie. You know, I don't want this like, oh, I could play anything, or I can util as anything. It's like, sure, you could do that, but you've clearly gotten more reps at one particular spot than anything else. I don't know. So, like, that's the thing. If you were trying, and plus, if you're trying to switch, you know, like if you say, hey, I want to play, if you were getting reps in at center and you want to go and play a different position, I mean, you would have to start over at 0 points again if you make a switch. Because I'm not trying to, you know, have guys just play anything. You know what I mean? At least that's how I see it. So, I mean, if you want to play right D or whatever, I mean, you could do that. Or, I mean, you can pick whatever spot you want. I'm just saying from a point perspective, like, if I were to move you back over, like, unless, I mean, I don't know. I can't really give, like, more points to that spot. But like if right D is your main, like you also got to look at it from it's kind of tough because like if I'm looking at myself, if I were to take this team into esports, right? The main spot that I would play would be right D first and then center. You also have to think about it from that situation. If you're going to try to be a starter, we would have to have me not play right D. Your main is left D. But do you play as a left-handed player then? Left D? Which isn't an issue technically, but both? Well, what do you mainly play at? Like, what is your number one position? If you were to be like, you're about to play the best team ever, what is the position and the handedness that you would have? Like, that's what I'm trying to get guys thinking about. You got to be so comfortable at your one position, at your one way of doing things. I was left D in ESHL Championship. Look at these guys dancing. Now, were you a left-handed player or a right-handed player? I'm gonna go tie up here. Oh, what a pass. Damn. Left D, it was 2014. Well, like, well, okay. Well, that was the pass. I know nothing about the championships that happened back then. I mean, I was 14 years old and I never even played. Damn, what a pass. Who the hell made that pass? Was that green? I mean, there were guys that play, you know, 09 and 10 and stuff like, damn, bro. I remember somebody was telling me that they had, it was like a championship of like the best guys from Xbox played against the best guys from PlayStation or something. It was like something weird like that. That happened back in like 09 and 10. I mean, if you think about it, those guys now wouldn't match up to anybody today unless they continue to play and evolve their style. The style that worked back then doesn't work now. It's just flat out how it is. I mean, because I've fucking seen it firsthand. I played with guys that said that they played back in 09 and 10 in those championship games. In those, I'm not even sure if they were called esports or not. If that was just something that they did, if EA decided it or something, I don't know. It was I don't really know too much about it, but I know they had the best Xbox guys against the best PlayStation guys And then I watched those guys play today, and it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't. The stuff that they're doing now just doesn't work. Nice. Because the game's evolved, the community's evolved, the skills evolved, everything's evolved, right? Yeah, they took top. Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, but like, I don't know how they decided that. If it was just based on who grinded the most in pubs, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I think just the pub grind back then meant more to those guys than it does now. There's just a newer way of playing the game. Of grinding and playing and all that kind of stuff. I think we just need some quicker passes. I think there's times where you can make that pass to me sooner, Blue. I think you don't have to control it every time. Like, I make the pass to you. If I'm hanging high slot and I'm open, you can make that pass to me, because then I could either hit you back, take a shot, find green cutting, or you could even cut and I could find you there. It just depends on what space. Like, you got to be able to just read the defense that's in front of you. If they're hugging me, then you obviously can't make that pass. If they're not, it's wide open, you can make that pass. You got to be able to read what is there. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were to play the game now, Dan, what would be your spot? If you were to choose if you wanted to choose a spot right now, and whether it's left-handedness or right-handedness, it don't matter. What would be your main spot? And that's another thing too. Like, people, when they sign up, they don't really understand what I'm really asking. Like, I'm looking for guys that want to play their best position, because then that gives me the best look I could possibly give somebody else, right? Because, like, if I were to go like, oh, okay, let's try you at this position because that's what we need, but then it doesn't work out, and I'm starting to really look at guys. Look at that bounce, dude. Now, and I'm starting to look at guys, you know, and it's like, all right, well, you were filling in at left wing, but you didn't really perform, and now it's like, oh, well, you know, I'm actually a defenseman. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't really help your case, because you still didn't perform well at wing. Like, I'm looking for you to perform when you're playing. You don't get a pass because it's not your main position. Because ideally, when we start to look at things from a more of a strict sort of sense of what we, you know, where performance is starting to become the main thing that I'm looking at, when I am starting to build a team, right, that is more consistent, that can be competitive, you know, if you're not performing, it's gonna show, right? I'm gonna be able to see. Damn, that's a good play. Because, like, that's another thing too. Like, I was playing esports with a squad. We were playing like caps, or we were grinding for caps last year, and they wanted me to play right wing, and it's like, if we play right wing, we have zero chance of winning the main division, guaranteed, because that's not a spot that I'm good at. Like, I don't grind esports to play right wing. I don't grind right D to then switch it up and play right wing. That doesn't help the team. That fucks us up. I called it out as soon as it happened. Like, it was starting to trend towards like, oh yeah, we actually like this lineup of me playing right wing. We had the guy that was playing right wing play center. It's like, okay, well, even if we like the look, we're still not going to win because I'm not an esports winger. Straight out. Even if I can learn the position, it's just not. That's not going to happen. Because if we do face off against a top dog team, I wonder what that bouncing puck was doing. That was a good try on the little pass option there we had though. So then I like called it out, and that's like, yeah, we got to make a switch. I mean, it's either right D or C, and then they're like, all right, we'll put you back at right D. And then we still didn't really do much. I think, you know, it really didn't matter. But it's like, if our best opportunity was for me to play right winger, I think we just had a team flaw in our entire strategy. What if I spent a lot of time playing both left wing and left D, but end up playing left D because the guys we run with have such bad D? So, are you playing left D because your left D sucks and you have him switch to left wing while you take his spot? Because that's the thing. The reason I'm asking that is because, again, if you're switching positions to see what works, you have a team flaw. You don't have the best guys playing the best positions. You need to cut that guy. Either you or him. Right? If you're making the switch. And get somebody who can play better defense. Because you need to be playing your best position. The guys you have back there need to be playing their best position. That's why we had no chance in Caps last year. I don't know, we were grinding freaking with a team of 5 defensemen. All 5 of us in LG play defense. And we're fucking, hey, let's have 3 guys play forward. It's like, what? At first I'm like, oh yeah, we have a lot of chemistry. And actually those were the guys I played with initially on Hack Pack when we were initially grinding. I had 2 of those guys play wing, but then for LG for some reason they decided to play defense together, and they were able to get drafted to play NHL defensemen. But it's like, okay, but you were playing wing on when we're grinding, you know, so you're only getting wing reps when you're with me, but your better spots on defense. I mean, there's a way where it could be beneficial to play LG one spot, then you play esports another, if you're getting the appropriate amount of reps, I guess, at both positions, right? Because you kind of open your mind a little bit when you play different positions, because you kind of get a little bit more of an insight of that position in terms of what you need to be doing and stuff. It's still, though, like, your best position, though, like, we want to have we don't want a guy that can be a jack of all trades. We want the guy to be the best at one. Because you're getting the most reps at that one position. But yeah, like the problem we had, because we had 5 NHL defensemen, I was in the end playing defense. We had 3 other guys doing that. One guy owned a team, and then I think we had another guy that I believe should have been in the end, but was playing in the A or something. So we had 5 LG, AHL, NHL / defensemen trying to link up and play esports in the main division. And what do you think was our problem? Was it offense or defense? because we had trouble scoring, which led to us not being able to defend some rushes, right? Because of turnovers we had in the offensive zone. And therefore, a lot of our problems came from really our inability to defend and score, right? We couldn't do it consistently both ways. Because we had guys playing not their best position. I mean, but that's just, I mean, that's how I kind of look at it. I don't know what you call that goal, to be honest. I feel like defense is so hard to find, and that's you a D or C. Well, my main position, I'm playing caps gaming. I'm playing in caps as a right D. Like, that is my main spot. The reason, though, I'm allowing guys to try out at right D is because I may be open to playing center, but I would be at 0% chance of me ever playing wing. I will only play wing if we're getting reps in and other guys are trying out at other... Ah, fuck, man. If they're playing, if they're going to try out at other positions, right? Whether it's center or right D, I'll play wing for that, fine. If we have two guys trying out either right D or right wing. Because, again, I mean, if I were to grind center, I think I could do it. But I would have to really hard grind center. If I were to do it now, it would be no. The only spot that I could ever play now would be right D, right now. I would have to get at least, again, a good month or two worth of consistent high-level scrim matches while I'm playing one spot. Whether that's center or right D. Well, for me, right D, I could take anywhere right now. But if I'm going to play any other position other than right D, I would have to grind a lot at that one position consistently. So, I mean, it's not necessarily that we can't have guys, you know, play center or play, you know, something other than their main position, as long as we do get the appropriate amount of reps in. But when it comes to this tryout grind that we have, if you're not performing at your secondary, third, you know, position, when we really start to break it down and look at it, I'm not going to necessarily give you a second chance. I mean, you would have to start over down. I don't know how this is going to, you know, what this grind is going to look like 6 months from now or a year from now. I would hope, right, the guys that we're getting in now would be consistent at that grind. We don't know what the future holds. That's why that's also why I'm doing this, because I do not know what the future holds in terms of esports with the guys I'm currently playing with, the guys that I previously played with, or, you know, this grind here in particular, or even the other guys that I was initially going to have a team with that we just didn't seem to pan out with. You know, there's like 4 or 5 different cycles of guys that I could at some point end up going to. It just depends on what looks the best and what has the most potential. What would make this potential really good is doing it the long way, is sort of, you know, catering towards a long-term grind where we're probably, based on how we look, we're probably not going to be playing esports in NHL 26. You would have to look at it for NHL 27. The same thing I did back in NHL 24 when I initially started up the grind my very first time. I'm like, well, we're probably not going to play this year. We're probably going to grind the spring, the winter to get to the fall and play in 25. And then, of course, you know, shit happened and we wind up going separate ways for a short amount of time, and then we came back together. But still, coming back together, we still had a flaw in our system. And nobody called it out. I only called out what was best for me at certain times, right? So, like, making a switch from right wing back to playing right D was the best call. Granted, it didn't really help us in the long run. Yeah, so right now, I'm not necessarily looking at talent. I'm looking at us doing the simple thing. I mean, I'm kind of going off rant and stuff. Like, I'm not really necessarily paying attention. I do look back at some of the games. Don't think that I am just simply not scouting at all just because I'm not necessarily paying attention to the action at play currently. If there's guys that want certain games broken down for videos, I could do that as well. Like red going or yellow going up there to fill a lane that I couldn't fill is what I'm looking for. You know, what I'm looking at is just like, can we stay over the top when we're playing defense? Can the centerman rotate when he needs to and play an anchor to the middle? See, that's tough right there. Turnover. It puts yellow in a tough spot, puts us all in a tough spot. So, like, we could have the best defense, but if our offense can't get the puck out, you know, I'm not saying that necessarily that, you know, we just need, I mean, I don't know. It's funny as hell, man. If I go down a rabbit hole, there's not really much that I could do besides sort of, you know, say what's really happening, you know, when we're playing. If you take a look at the last two games, we can't get the puck into the zone to set up, and we can't stay over the top on the transition when they take it up the ice. Therefore, goals are being scored, breakaways are happening. These are things that, like, would just naturally have to look good in order to move guys on to even the next stage. I try to feed green right back. That fucking pass is going all the way over to freaking yellow. Yeah, I mean, you see what's happening, right? You're not able to establish offensive zone control, right? I mean, it's also me as well. Don't think that I'm like absent from the mistakes that are but like it's those types of passes. We're forcing the point when it's not there, and they're getting it. It's putting the defense in an extremely tough spot. It's the same passes. It's like, how is Teal supposed to play over the top if he's at 0 bar on the transition? We're forcing the point. Like, we got to be able to control it down low, if I can get it to him. And then set up plays where we just flat out win off our rotation, score. The blue takes the space that's there, which that's a centerman position problem. Because whoever's covering the middle should be pushing that. I can't win draws. That's another issue. But like we should be fine here, right? I can blast that guy into oblivion. I'm going to support, hit this guy too, get the puck, pin this guy back, yet allow yellow to get it. Now we want to be able to get the puck out. If they forecheck, get it down low if we can. Work it down low with green. Look for a play at the point if it's open. I'll take a shot on. Like, look for the simple play. Shot, looking for a deflection. I'm still playing the rotation. You see there, we drove to the middle when they had two guys clogged. That's where it's like you got to be able to see there's two guys there. We can't. I mean, there's some areas where you can maybe feather a certain shot there. I'm going to go for a tie-up. So blue should come in. Green should probably look for either 1T wide or back post. Here we want to be able to just rotate it back enough to where we can get in. Because we do have the numbers in. Yeah, I'm going to rotate it back down. Opens up the space. Work it back to the point. I'm in front of the net. It's a good try on that, honestly. Down low, they don't have anybody there. Although that's the slowest pass that I made. If I can force the middle. Shot, scored. It's simple hockey, really. We need to just do that before we try to make the amazing plays to the middle. It's honestly like me even, you know, saying it to myself too, because a lot of times when I'm playing defense or forward, whatever, I do the exact same fucking shit too. It's not like I'm absent from any guilt. Like I look at myself harder than I look at you guys, to be honest, and I still look at what we need to be doing better, right? Like, just work it down low if it's there. There's the cut, maybe rebound. Now we're getting bodies in front. Yellow's being aggressive, so we have the rotation back, right? So we're fine from the offensive rotation. Now we're like, if you notice, we were working it down low, which opened up a lot of space. Now quick transition. Can we get it to Yellow? He's there. I'm back. I'm gonna now go back into the play. Now here's the transition, right? We lost it where we lost it. Can we stay over the top? It's a good save, right? But you see how quick it goes back the other way based off the turnover. That's how 6 goals we came up on the board, because we lose it where we did. Mid to high slot, or mid to like the point, to the slot, to the point area. On the half wall to point area, right? And can't get it out here. I got to be able to win this draw. I'm going to go tie up. He may go stick lift. No, I'm going to clean back. I'm in the middle, kind of low stamina, though. That's the only problem. We really can't really get much of an effective transition here. Here, though, we're trapping. So now Yellow had to shift all the way over to kind of get that. Because in the middle. Nope. He ain't getting that. And they're able to... Oh. So, like, I gotta cover anything to the middle. Even from, like, a down low perspective. Like, if Yellow's engaged on the winger to the right on the boards, I have to then take his spot down low if it works down low. If that, granted, there's nobody else to the slot that's uncovered. There was nobody to the middle, so I could have, you know, I was able to go and push the guy down low. Still bounce to their way. That's kind of... I mean, there's not much you can do, Crony. I'm not going to lie to you. If it's breakaways and on-man rushes, 1Ts, they go back to the way... There's not much you can do. Not much you can do. I mean, the only thing you could do is bail out our poor play. That's... Truth be told, that's literally what the goaltender position does. Now, I want to look at that last play. Because again, like, we had a forecheck, which we didn't need to. So now Yellow, who was in the middle, had to rotate all the way over. So he can't... It's an easy entry for them. He's engaged down there, right? He's engaged on this player. This guy's going to be obviously looking for a wrap. There's nobody else in the slot. I have to go and push that. And then we had Green then rotate, right? And play to my spot. And how did that puck bounce right to his teammate? Like, are you kidding me? It's those types of plays I hate so much. That's what makes this game so offensive freaking minded, dude. You body check the guy and it bounces like it was intended to bounce to him. Nice. Should be icing if we get there. Yep. Let me ask this, and this is a hard to describe. I found myself... Here, hang on. Which I win. We don't want to turn it. If we want to take it back all the way, take it back all the way. Yep. Perfect. Now we look for the... Yep. There it is. There it is. See, we get into the zone. We can set up a chance off the rush. If we turned it over, now it's a chance for them, right? If we want to be able to control the puck. That's a great read there from Yellow. And then I got to be able to win a draw. But I am deciding to push that there. That's tough, man. Hard to describe. I find myself when I D having a winger in the corner. I tend to contain them to the outside rather than going for the hit. I've heard people say going for the hit, but if they do, they curl inside and then you hit. Well, it's if you're shadowing a guy down low and you're one-on-one, meaning there's no back check from your winger that should be on the boards, right? You can't really push unless you have the angle there. There's nothing wrong with shadowing them, and sometimes even like fake like you're going for a hit. So you can like sort of bait them to make the first move, and then you then go and play it how you want to, whether it's a poke check or a body check. Let's see here for a second. It was this play, right? So here I changed it up because I was actually playing, you know, sort of middle lane, not really on this guy. I feel like we had the rush, right? Like I could go and push this guy, try to see if they can make a pass early. I think we just didn't see. This is why I also don't like playing in a backpedal where they're skating full blast unless you're intended on turning and skating with them. You see how you're in a turn while this guy's now full stride getting that puck. He's beat. Now yellow has to try and rotate over, which in that case he could have done if he was a little bit further back. Like if both you guys were skating the other direction, because there's no reason to backpedal. What are you backpedaling for? To try and play a poke check? If it's in front of you, sure. But if once these guys start to get up to speed, it has to be a turn and skate. You face the other direction to match their speed. Now if yellow was already back here, he could then go for that hit. If teal was facing the other direction, he could play over the top on this and shadow it this way. So then yellow could still stay on the inside. Both you guys could have prevented this goal if you saw this guy and turned and skated sooner. That's all. I mean, you could also say, you know, I was playing trap, I could play middle. It's still, he cuts to the right or to the left. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be engaged on the inside. I would be playing the higher threat that eventually comes in, right? I went in and just took the damn defenseman out. But we still had the numbers back. I don't think there was an issue there. That's kind of the problem. I kind of fake and overskate and wait for the curl into me and hit. Yeah, I mean, you could play it a few different ways. It just depends on what is there, you know? Like, it depends on what type of look they're looking to stop to, because you don't want to just play inside and just be super passive. You want to be able to, like, still, I don't know, you know, play to the inside and try to attempt to engage. Like, you want to, yeah, fake and see if they do anything. And that's kind of, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, I think that's it. There's a couple ways, man, that we could, I mean, if we want to look at it from a more strict standpoint, moving forward, we could definitely do that. It's just a lot of these, it's kind of like, I'm not looking at it from like a super, I'm not really looking at it from a super strict basis. Like, I'm just trying to look for us to do the simple things. Like, I want to move guys on that can play their position the way that they need to, honestly, you know? Like, do the simple plays and do it. Because, like, there's no point moving guys on to, like, get killed in scrims where it's like, okay, well, this is just a simple thing that we're not fixing or that we're not doing or something, you know? Like, you kind of have to have a little bit of what is to be expected from a competitive standpoint before you can attempt to try to play esports. Like, you play LG first, see how that is. You could really figure it out, you know? Because I think a lot of what I'm saying, if somebody, you know, that's been playing the game a lot, you guys could probably figure out, you know, you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. And you can see it too when you watch other guys play, right? But yeah, I mean, it's still good games. I mean, you know, it's honestly just gonna take time, I feel like. But I don't know. That's kind of what I'm basically looking for. So you guys kind of have a glimpse of what I'm talking about. But like, that's the thing. How many guys are here, you know, that are signed up listening to what I just said? Probably not a lot, you know. And therefore they come in and they're like, hey, let me play this and this, and it's just like, come on now. But all right, that's like a long ass rant that I'm, you know, making every time I do these streams, I feel like. But it's all right. But all right, GG's guys. I'll catch you guys next time. I got a lot of videos I got to catch up on with as well. But if you guys have gameplay you want to send me to, you guys can Like, if you guys want me to break down any of the games here tonight, or even from previous streams, you guys can let me know, you know. And I could do a deeper breakdown that way, but yeah, I appreciate everybody who stopped in. GG's, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.